Could somebody please tell me what the f is going on? Let's pump this up a little bit. Let's get this nice and tight, nice and polite. Oh, LLMG. OMG. Any guests tonight, Rafi? What's going on? What's going on? What's up? What's going on? Any guests? What? Damn. Started the darn thing late and got the notification in 35 seconds flat. 35 seconds flat. So any guests tonight, Rafi? What's going on? Where are we? Yeah, we're looking. I've been told. I've been solemnly promised Michael Jackson. I don't know how that's going to go. We're going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see if... We're going to have to wait and see. Wait. What's going on? What's going on? Guess who's back? Back again. I've forgotten how that tune goes. Guess who's back? Back again. Nah, can't remember the melody. Yes. We're doing it again. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to the shiznix. I'm addicted to going live. Monique Thompson up in the building. How do I feel? Why am I live again? Why am I taking this risk again? Why am I taking this risk? Why am I repeating myself? Why am I taking the risk with this? Because I just love the boxing talk and classic fight reviews. Yes. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of social media. Yeah, you tell him, Mr. Spooks. You tell him. Why am I live again? Well, you know, we're in the COVID era, and to be perfectly frank, we got time. We got time for the shiznix. We're in the COVID era. I'll be back to work in a couple of weeks, I suspect. When are the gyms opening again? I'll be back to work in a couple of weeks proper. Yeah, I've been ticking over a little bit with a little bit. But, you know, the funds are dwindling. I'm okay for the time being. But how long can it last? How long can it last? How long can man live on fumes? I'm okay right now, but you know, the Rafi's always got an eye to the future. Yeah, Jeeves is just clearing up the flutes. Screenshots. Where's the screenshot? Where's the screenshot? A man's a nutter. Anyway, we won't talk about that. Where was Monique last night? Monique, where were you last night when we were slow roasting? EJ obviously missed the live. Are we made up? The man went. You asking me if we made up? The man said, ask the people in here. The man said he'd like to bite my ass and bite my balls last night. You must have missed it. You must have not been there. The man has gone anyway. Anyway, good show with Spence yesterday. It was a real good show. I'm glad that I managed to contain. The thing so we can do it in segments. My understanding is I sent a message to I said it live. I said it live, and I said, Spence, love to get you back for part 2. You know, love to get you back for part 2. And he said, yeah. I think he said, yeah. Did he say yeah? I think so. So anyway, I sent him a message last night after the show. I said, yo, great show, Spence. But love to get you back for part 2, where we talk about the boxing now. We talked about the philosophy, the overall philosophy, mindset. And now I want to talk about strictly boxing. Is that possible? Is that feasible? Can we do that? Can we make this happen? Can we do it for the people in the COVID era? And he did this. I need this. I think this means okay. Where are we? Let's get it. Let's coordinate this. Yeah. Boom. Boom. How many people can do that on camera when you don't know if you're moving left or right? Okay. Yeah, man told me he wanted to run me over on a bus. He wanted to run a bus over me 10 times. 10 times, EJ. Is that really necessary? Like 2 or 3? 2 or 3 standard. 2 or 3 I can understand, but 10? Damn. OMG. 10 time. What show was that? You missed it, EJ. You missed it. You know the man says he wants to bite my ass and bite my balls. OMG. That sound yo. I'm not down with that. I'm not down with that kind of action. I'm not down with that kind of action. So you know, EJ, some people get real. Man told me nobody knew who I was. Man told me nobody knew who I was. That's a lot of reversing. Yo, what about the greenhouse? What about the greenhouse effect? Huh? All that revving and going back, going over, Rafi, going over, go on, get him, going over, Rafi. Can you imagine him going over me like 10 times? Like that's one bump, and then reverse, and then forward. You know, it's a lot of work. So emotional. Didn't Mariah Carey do a song called Emotional? Huh? Wasn't it? Was You Got Me Feeling Emotion? Yeah, I think it was You. Anyway, that was high notes. Yeah, man. So man wants to bite me in the ass and the balls, drive a truck over me 10 times, burn me, and then what else? What else? What else was on the list? Man is upset with the Rafi. EJ boxing is up in the building.
Yes, Rafi, slow roasting Rafi. What's up, people? What's going on, Rafi? What's up, people in the chat?
You sound different.
How do I sound?
I don't know if this is the real EJ.
It's me, brother. It's
me, Mario.
You're funny, you know. That sounds like that guy from Boxer Voice. Now, what it is, yeah, I'm on my phone, in it, so that's probably why I use it on my PC. But listen, this, yeah, my voice probably sounds clearer. So, like, I was talking to Spencer. So Spencer's whole thing yesterday was about the Killian thing, and I think you and him had the misunderstanding about that, and he wanted to straighten it out with you. That's what it was saying to me. I called him. I was talking this morning. You know what I mean? But go on.
What do you mean misunderstanding? When? Where? When?
No, he said you. No, not on the live. Before the show, I think you guys were trying to talk about the killing. He was saying that the stuff you were saying about the killing was not correct, and that's what he wanted to straighten it out about it. That's what he was telling me about.
So he wanted to. Okay, so he straightened it out then.
With you, yeah, obviously, because on the show, innit?
Yeah,
that's why he came on. Yeah. That's why he came on the show to sort that out and talk, and then obviously have a dialogue with you. And that it was good because I was talking to him yesterday this morning, and he was saying, it was good, it was good, and stuff like that. I was talking about other stuff, but we were talking about that.
Did he enjoy it? Did he enjoy the show?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. He said, 100%.
What did he say?
Nah, he said, bro. I said, yeah, I told you, like, Rafi. I goes, do you see the show? I goes, bro, I check Rafi stuff all the time. And he goes, I was saying to him, I was even talking to one of my trainers who trains Dillian. I was telling him to have, he signed with one of his fighters, signed his name, Yusuf Super Kamari, right? And I was talking to him because I used to, he was the guy who sorted out with the amateurs, and I said to him, he needs to contact you because he's good friends with Dillian, and he's got a couple. I think Dillian signed one of his fighters, so you can have him on the show as well. But no, it was informative. You know what I'm saying? You're just talking about the current topics of the day, and you know it was all good. But the Troy situation, it's harsh though, Rafi. You know what? I have to admit, Rafi. I have to admit, I don't know all the details, but
Speak the truth.
No, I
Speak your
don't know.
mind. Don't hold back.
I don't know all the details, but I feel like Troy's been hard done by. But listen, I have to take in
No,
board what you're saying.
Speak your
No,
mind. Speak your mind. Don't hold back.
I
Don't
think
hold back.
I think Troy's been hard done by because he did give you like he sorted out certain things for you, but then in some things, that I don't know of, he's let you down. You get me? But in the totality of the thing, it's a good. It was. I think he had good intentions. It's just that you're one of these guys. You like to cross the I's and the dots the I's. You know what I mean?
Let me interrupt you because I think, and I'm not contradicting what you're saying. But so the situation with dude is that I'm not saying that dude is garbage. I'm not saying that. Not at all. He came and he brought something with him. He brought what did he bring? Listen, you know yourself, you're an uploader. It's extremely time consuming. So if you have somebody else come in, volunteer. I didn't approach him, he approached me. Volunteer to come in and say and do some work which frees you up. So I don't have to focus on that. I'd already started that program with Rick Glazer. I started the program. The program is ongoing from my end, independent of anybody else. But he came to me and he basically said he wanted to fulfill a role that I had not mentioned to anybody, but I wanted that role fulfilled. So it's like a man comes to you and says, yo, I wonder if I could, I see what you're doing. I wonder if I could do this for you. And in the meantime, you were thinking that you wanted someone else for that role anyway. So that's like, damn, that's incredible. Okay. So, so I said, okay. And so he took my number. I didn't ask nobody. Man comes to me, said, I want to do this, and that. I said, okay, go ahead. Tried the first time, absolute crap. Man talked to a man on one day, said you can come on the next day. Absolute bullish. There's procedures you have to go through in my mind anyway. You got to do link tests. You got to find out if a next man's equipment is compatible. Is he going to work? You can't just say, come on next day. But true, the guy doesn't know anything about the technology. The fella in question don't know nothing about the technology. It wouldn't occur to him. So I had to educate him on that. He wouldn't have it. I said, okay, go on then. Book him since you're so convinced. I don't believe it, but still, books him, doesn't come on. Boom. Okay, now my way. So we do the procedural thing now and fine. So fine. It's a long thing. Sometimes I'm telling the man, okay, listen, tell him to come, book the bookings for like 7:30. Book the bookings for 7:30 p.m. It's the COVID era, the sun's out. I ain't gonna be sitting around. I don't want to cut my days in half. I gotta be in at 6 and all this stuff, whatever. Okay, so people are coming in, long story. Some people are dropping out, some boxers. Let me tell you this. There's a boxer out there. I'm not going to mention his name. His email is in his wife's name. So basically that means he hasn't got an email. It's in his wife's name. So if you want to email him, you got to go through his wife. And he hasn't got a computer. So he's got to wait till his wife comes home from work before he gets the email. Yeah. It's some crazy shiznicks. Certain men don't know how to use their phone. A lot of men don't know how to use their phone. It's like, it's crazy just trying to get these damn thing organized. Anyway, long story short, what am I trying to say? Here? I don't want to slag the dude off. So how do I round this off nicely? He's a hard worker, but it's like organized chaos. You know what I'm saying? Organized chaos. It's just like it's organized chaos, or is it?
Welcome to the media world, mate. That's what I've been dealing with for time. That's exactly what it is.
It's organized chaos. It's organized chaos.
It is not easy because you see a lot of times, you hear me? Yeah, a lot of times it's got good intentions, But if the other person's not cooperating in the way you want, then you usually get the like, you and Spencer, you know, the audio wasn't good. Spencer, could you do me a favor? Come back on. You know, he was like that. Some people are difficult. And, you know, when a third party is involved and stuff like that, and you're right, like, you know what I mean? The guys come on, because the way you look at it is like, guys see you doing something, right? They see you talk to Rick Glazer and they say, okay, I want to join your show. And you're like, okay, like the boxing voice, I've got a tag team partner. I thought you got John Dilly, even though he's not doing interviews, but John Dilly's usually there. He's been like, your right hand man for a time, right? So he's like, okay, well, I need to come in and I'm going to up that. I'm going to bring people. I'm going to bring some people in, right? I'm going to bring people now, regardless if he's trying to bring people in and you're advertising it that you're going to bring James Toney. And the thing is, from your point of view, is that he don't understand is that you've advertised it. Now people are asking, where's James Toney? So it comes down to you. No, fully. See, I understand this, right? Everyone's like, where's James Toney? Where's James Toney? So everyone's like, you're making me look bad. And in the meantime, you can just slide off into whatever and no one knows anything, right? See, now look, I got it. Now let's look on the other side of it, yeah? He's energetic, he's trying to do something. He's trying. But I don't think he understands that the impact that if you've advertised it and it's not there, people are gonna ask you constantly, oh, this Rafi, they're gonna think he's not reliable, it doesn't fall on thing. But at the same time, and the intentions of him trying to do this and trying to do that in the last minute, I think it's a case of the man's just excited that he's got a place with you, but in doing that, he might be on it like 100% trying to get these things, but he does come down to the people you're talking to. They are dodgy, because I've been in this situation all the time, and this is why, and this is what I'm going to suggest to you: don't go live with it. Don't go live with it, because what happens is that you could have done these interviews, offline, recorded it, and uploaded it later, and that's much better. Don't do a live. That's all because if you did that with Troy, I don't think you'd have a problem. That's what I do. That's what I do. I record the stuff offline. Any swear, anything I don't want, I just edit it out. Then I shape it up, and then I pull it out. So that's what you need to do. And I think that's where with Troy, that maybe you, because you've been going live, you didn't really think about, okay, I could have just recorded it and just done it later. You see what I'm gonna say to you? So that's the only thing. That's the only thing. Now, in regards to Troy and letting you down about you're the interview, and then the guy didn't turn up, and Troy's phone was turned off, and stuff like that. You know, that's what was turned off. I don't know. Didn't you say? Did you? I think you tried to contact Troy at the same time. Yeah. But see stuff like that. Yeah, it's like where your phone's off, the guy I'm supposed to interview's off, and I've got it advertised on the screen that this is gonna happen. You see what I'm gonna say to you? So what I'm trying to say to you from onwards, if you've got any celebrities, right, and you're not sure, because you remember again, you said, you did say, I'm not sure about this. They say, okay, I'll do it, but I won't do it live, and then it's done. And 100% like Spencer, or anyone like Spencer, you feel is 100% gonna turn up. Like Rick Glazer, he's 100% reliable. Spencer is 100% reliable. Anyone you feel is reliable, go live. By all means, go live. The ones you don't feel, and the ones you feel not sure about, record. And that's how you save your face. And you and Troy at that point, because at that point then you can work together, because he's gonna say, if it let down, it's like, well, never mind. I didn't go live with it. It didn't really matter. Never mind, Troy. You're doing a good job. And that's it. That's all this really comes down to, because he can send you a clip, or he can send you this and send you that. But the bottom line is that I look on the guy, he works, and I look, and this is just like in jobs, right? Because if you look at on the job situation, that's not the job criteria, right? You say to a person, you have to be here 9 o'clock, right? This is what I want from you, 9 o'clock, right? So the first week he comes in every day. Next week he comes in late, and you're like, well, he did come in last week. Now you're being late. You're getting late now. So now it's like, well, boy, I'm gonna have to fire you, bro, because you're not reliable. But then it's like, okay then. But I still like the guy. I don't want to just send him out. He ain't got no job. So what I'm gonna do to you, I'm gonna have to let you work your way up. So what we're gonna do is, this is what you do with people. I'm gonna have to let you work up to earn your strap. So he understands where you're coming from, right? I tell you what you do, you go out and get a couple interviews, and then whatever's in, then when you let me know you got that, then you've got them on the phone and I'm there, then we can do it. And that's it. That's how you do these little things. And that's why I always try to work, see the thing. Because remember, I've been doing what you're doing for years, right?
Yeah, but let me stop you there. Let me stop you there just for a second. Just for a second.
Yeah,
remember your word. Okay. So Monique, the link to the thing that you asked for, where's your comment? The link for the thing that you asked for, and this is for you, EJ, and everybody else, is in the chat. It's right there. Okay. So there is the link. Don't go now. Don't go now. Just remember at the end of the show, you can go over there because I put it as unlisted. I think I put it as unlisted because he was kind of brutal. Man was talking about he wanted to bite my balls. So I put that as unlisted.
Yeah. We gotta talk about that in a bit. Yeah,
we'll carry on. Back to you, EJ. Back to you, as you were saying.
All right. So yeah. So that's where I was at in terms of just assessing what you're saying. So now we're moving forward now. Yeah. And like you had your backwards and forwards and stuff like that. So when did he say about bite the ball? Because I saw the Spencer show. So you had another show a couple of hours because I go to bed around this time anyway now because I usually wake up 8 in the morning. I'm busy painting and decorating and doing some other stuff, right? So you had another show because I saw the show with advertised it and they said it was going to be like 12 hours. So I thought, okay, forget, I'll see it tomorrow. So you had a show a couple of hours after the Spencer show, and you and Troy was live on, and you discussed what went on.
Yeah, that's the link there in the chat that you see.
Okay, that's the link to it. Yeah,
that's the link to that show.
Okay,
it was called Emotional, and it was basically to because I thought that we thrashed it out. Out, and he said, "Okay, I'm going." Well, no. I did a show, the normal show, but I knew it was a D-Day show. Remember the D-Day?
Yeah.
Terminator X. But I knew, I sensed that he was gonna say, "Okay, I'm out." I sensed it, so I called it D-Day and all that shiznix. And sure enough, just as I predicted, he came in and said, "Okay, well, I've got an announcement to make." And he was leaving, and I thought, well, fine, you're leaving, okay, no problem. And we thrashed it out, and I thought that was it. But then, turns out, man's upset, wants to drive a bus over me 10 times, wants to burn me. Now, so I did a show. I said, okay, well, come in and air your grievance. That was the reason why you were on the last time, to air your grievance. Once you air your grievance, it's done, ski, and people move on. That's what I thought it was. But since it ain't done, I thought, well, drop another link, do another show, drop the link, come on in and air your grievance. Let's thrash it out like men. So anyway, man's talking about wants to bite my ass, bite my ass. Oh, man, please. Then it turns out he doesn't know what a screenshot is, it seems. He doesn't know what a screenshot is. He calls it a screenshot. And he calls WhatsApp what's up. I thought he was joking at first, but he calls it what's up. And so there's a man who's not really too familiar with technology. Really is the old school, and there's quite a few of them out there like that. I mean, I thought that I was pretty bad with technology, but holy hell, there's a lot of guys who aren't too good with technology. He's one of them. Fair enough. I don't think he knows what the hell a screenshot is. Okay, fair enough. So there's no point in discussing it with the guy no more. He came in, was very upset, felt slighted, felt belittled, felt this, felt that, felt the other way, and I can understand. On reflection, I can understand because there was frustration in me. It built up for a long time. You're on there. You say you want to be a co-host. I've got other men who come on and who are like this, snappy. A man's taking 5 seconds, 6 seconds. When I say come in, it's taking 6 seconds and then playing around with, I can't get, I'm here. He's just messing up the damn thing. So my frustration had grown. So when he said I'm out, I was, fine. I'm just frustrated. You say you want to be a co-host, you come on and it takes you 5 seconds to respond when I say and come in. And it's just making the thing look bad. So when they say they want to go, okay, just do your thing, bro. No problem. Just go and do your thing. Then man comes and tells me that nobody knows who Rafi is. Nobody knows who you are. That's not the case, bro. That's not the case. I don't need a bag of man to know who I am, but they do. They know who I am. But man's coming telling me that people are, okay, bro, okay, just go and do your thing. Go and do your thing. Go be happy. Go somewhere and be happy. You know what I'm saying? But he's hurt. And on reflection, you know, sometimes when you think you're putting in some light jabs in and you don't realize it's like kind of Klitschko-esque, you know, it's kind of concussive, and you didn't realize you were being as concussive as you actually were. You understand what I'm saying? So it wasn't really like I was trying to kill a man. But yeah, fella took it hard, but hopefully, you know, I gave him another chance to air his grievances. I gave him another chance, and hopefully now maybe he talked a lot of crud, talked a lot of grease. Nobody knows who you are, Rafi. Really? Well, shut up, fella. Shut up. Don't be so bloody stupid. You know, and oh yeah, I heard him say, yeah, Rafi's thing's not gonna grow. Rafi's thing's not gonna grow. My shizzle that's been growing from day one and continues to grow, continues to expand, continues to reach new territories. I got the statistics. I got the EJ. You know about the analytics.
Yeah, I know you. Obviously, you're because bro, your bro, of course, it's gonna grow, bro. It's, everything you focus on expands, bro. For real, of course it is.
Of course
it is. So what he said. He said this live. He said
yeah. He said
live.
My shit ain't gonna grow. My shit ain't gonna grow. So you know the level of hurt. The man comes and he says, "Yeah, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, man. Doing good things out there. I don't see nobody putting it down, you know, and certain things you do, and then this and then that, you know. And then all of a sudden now, when they come in, they say it's great, and when they leave, they say it's crap. You know what I'm saying? That's some emotion. That sounds like a divorce, bro. Emotional, so emotional. I mean, I'm just cooling the gang. I'm just Rafi doing what Rafi does over here. Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. What's hard to understand about that? What's hard to understand about that?
Yeah, I mean, the guy did say he wanted to do. He should do his own thing, and at the end of the day, yeah, maybe that's the best thing for him. But at the same, if you're leaving something, yeah, like the other, I mean, I'm gonna listen to the one he said recently, the one you said recently. When he was leaving, he said, "I wish you the best." He's a Christian. Things are bigger than this and stuff like that. And he was trying to leave it on a big thing, so he's actually changed his tune and came back and started cursing you.
Yes,
switched it up.
Yes.
So he's gone grimy. He feel like he needs to go grind. Oh, okay, he feel like it. You know why? But you know why though? Because you said when he left, you go, listen. If you don't give me the thing, I'm gonna do a dossier on you. You remember? You said, that's why, bro. I don't. Yeah, see, I think that's because you still going in after he left, and he go, listen, I've got the receipts. I'll do a dossier on you. So, because that burned him, Rafi. That burned him. So it's like, bro, I don't think. And the thing is, your platform has got a lot of people watching.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you're deflaming him on camera, stuff that we don't know. And I think he's an older guy. So the older people, you know what I mean, older generation being outed, like being aired out is what we say, aired out on social media. It's painful, but it's painful, bro. It's painful. So I think at that point his pride. He might have banged some juice in or banged a couple of drinks and maybe, and then came so. On. I think so. I think. Yeah, but because the thing is, what it is that, you see the thing is, like when people come on your show, right, or they try and contribute, they try and then it doesn't work, and it's like most guys, they go, oh, I hate that girl or I hate that person, and this, that, the other. It don't really mean it, right? Yeah. But it's just a case of frustration and it didn't work. You know what I mean? But at the same time, things did. At the same time, he did get certain things, and you give him that recognition. But it will for you. Yeah, you've been running your thing for a while. This is how I like it. Yeah. And this is so you're basically experiencing what Nez experiences on a daily basis when he does his show, even though a short term. Nez has like 3 colleagues, and some of them while out, and some of them are late and all that. And Nez has to do all these little things and components. The only thing, the number thing is with Nez is that he irons it out in the back scenes and stuff like that. I think him and Beeb, that's why they fell out. And a lot of guys, because Nez wants it a certain way, and understandably, and we're like, well, that doesn't work for me, I'm gone, right? Yeah. So we leave, and everyone leaves and stuff like that. Or some people say stuff about him. So in a way, it's like I put this to you. It's like what's the word they use? Karma or coming around.
Yeah.
So you've experienced Nez's thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, totally.
because at the end of the day, I think yeah, but I think Troy definitely wanted to be your kind of Beeb or that kind of guy with you, because you seem the two of you pretty good. You seem quite, you know, mellow on camera, but off camera, if it's chaos like that, then that's not right. You know what I mean? That's not right. But look, see, the thing is, this is why I said a third person there, like me telling you about recording it stuff. That's stuff you didn't think about, but now that's an option. Then if that's an option for you to do that, to record before, so it goes like record, like if you can get it there and then edit it up and then put it live, then boy, then maybe you could have been. But this takes some thinking process, and really and truly at the time that's not how you've been working it, because you've been doing what you've been doing. But you just the kinks that I've dealt with when I go to live media events and I'm interviewing fighters. I just get anyone's there. So I understand about like not first minute, this, that, the other. Some people not like that. I can adapt, to chaos, or when it's organized, when it's much more suited. When I've got a person at a certain time, I have to be there and blah blah blah. As you know, when you talked to Spencer yesterday, he was late a bit, but Spencer was cool. Like Spencer was like, all right, cool, don't worry about it. Yeah. Cool. So it's like, yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, but look, end of the day, look. The man, what Troy and most people go for, that happens. But anyway, you're the boss, you call the shots, and you know, that's the way you want it, that's the way it's gonna be, and that's it, you know. So either roll or you don't roll. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that. So yeah.
100%, you know, but you know, honestly, I don't feel no bad way about the guy. It's just that he's taking it hard. He's taking it hard. Hopefully he's got it out of his system. That was what the show was for, just to help him get it out of his system. You know, he said that Raph, you can't do what I do. He said I can't do what you do. He said I can't do what you do. What do you mean? What do you mean? He said I book people. You can't book people. I said, don't you see Rick Glazer come for the 11th time, 11 weeks straight? 11 weeks straight. He was here before you were here. I mean, maybe you was tuning into the show, but you weren't writing your name, so nobody knew you were tuning into the show. And Rick Glazer came. I got him before weeks before you came on the scene. So the most repeated guest I've got. And then the Spencer thing, I mean, it was a bounce the ball back and forth. You know, I gave him the name. He said he's talking about, he saw somebody somewhere, Fearon. Spencer Fearon. He said, yes, that's the one. I said, okay, well, that's the name, Spencer Fearon. Said, oh, so he looked for him on social media, found him, made an introduction, passed him over to me. I talked to him. He said he agreed to come on. Cool. Sent him a message he didn't respond to. Another he didn't respond to. Maybe he was too busy. So I sent him back to Troy. Troy got it going again. Sent him back to me. And then boom, it was concrete. So he's making out he did everything. Not really. It was on that particular, on most ones, he did everything, or most things. On that one, it was a collaboration, bounced the ball back and forth until we got it concrete. But if anybody thinks I can't get guests done for myself, I mean, they're making a sad mistake. That is not a number one priority, but it is an element. It is an element, and I'm more than capable of dealing with that element on my Jack Jones. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you will know that. You know, I'm more than capable, but
yeah. Of course. But that's the thing. Yeah, I think people, when they come, they feel like they're invaluable, so they're trying to. They feel like listen, before me, you didn't have this, that, the other. It's like, well, boy, I wasn't really focused on that. You said that's what you're going to bring, so I let you bring that. But I think it's a case of people feeling that they're more important than what it is, you know what I mean? People show their true colors eventually, you know what I mean? Show you who they really are, you know what I mean? It's like, well, boy, look, I could come on another guy's channel and make him feel like, say, boy, until eventually it's like, people gonna come follow me. Well, boy, if that was your intention to use Raphael's channel to promote yourself, to go and do your own channel, by all means, I mean, people go to the boxing voice. People go to the boxing voice, right?
Yeah.
And this is why me and Nez used to clash, but even though Nez clashed, Nez respects that I've been on YouTube before him. I come on the show, helped him out on the show, not as a host, but obviously as a person who calls in, and anyone who calls in, they're helping Nez on his show, right?
Yeah.
So I've been there for time, but he knows that I have my own channel, I have my own people. He knows that. So when he asked me to work for him, I said, "Why would I need to work for you? For I have my own stuff." Yeah, but I told him straight. I blew him out twice. But he never forgave it. I must be the only guy who blew him out. Like And the only reason I agree with him because Matchroom changed their policy about certain media thing. They wanted like big media with mad subs. So I said, one girl, Destiny, right? She was, oh man, you need to go work with him. So I tried to work with Nez, and I knew it wasn't going to work for long, but it worked for a while. And he just, he tried to replace me with another guy, another UK guy. And you know what I mean? The other UK guy wasn't like me. There's certain things, see the thing is friends, like, you got John Dilly, right? When friends come or girlfriends come in your life, the next person's not the same. So to me, I know I was sacrificing quite a lot. And Nez was making me jump through hoops. So he actually sent the footage. So he's got this thing called what's it called? I can't remember the name now. We transfer, right? Yeah. So basically, what Nez wanted me, right? So let's say I film something on my phone. He wanted to send it for WeTransfer, so it comes out exactly how it comes out my phone. Because if I send it on WhatsApp, the quality is down. So that's what I was doing. So now when I'm doing WeTransfer, listen to this, Rafi. Do you know how long WeTransfer takes to send into a file? It takes bloody near enough an hour. So after the interview, so let's say I've done 10 interviews, right? Yeah. I got to put them in files and sit there in the hotel after everyone's left and sit there, send it to them, going through this stuff. And I did this, right? I did this. And after all that, he tried to replace me, right? With the next guy. And, and he thought, I've got this other guy. And the other guy, no UK guy was ever working for him ever again. He hasn't got no UK guy. I was loyal. I was reliable. I wasn't even asking for money. I just wanted to be around. I just didn't like the idea of Matchroom. I was a part of Matchroom. Eddie Holm was the one who helped me get my, give me the email. I was around Annie Joshua, around Dillian White. All them guys know me, right? Because obviously I'm a black guy. There's not many black guys there, but I'm in there, right? So I'm and they like the idea. They see my face, my interviews or whatever. They weren't getting many views, right? Spencer knows. That's why I know Spencer for time, right? I wasn't getting many views, but I was enjoying being around. I was taking pictures with celebrities. So basically, I'm ringside at all the fights and all these things, yeah. So when I kind of got scaled back, it kind of bothered me. But then when I got Let me stop you there for a second. Yeah, I'm ranting for a bit.
Eb said African friend. I think he's made 9 alternative accounts to give you dislikes. So I went over. over to YouTube to check, and there are 9 dislikes.
Who's that? Oh, is that Troy?
9 dislikes. There's 9 dislikes on this video. 9 dislikes. That's madness. That's madness.
Well, that's good thing when it shows that people are watching it, innit?
Well, yeah. But 9 dislikes from where? So it seems like that. But what's on the screens could really be true, because there ain't no other way that a discussion, a start of a show could have gained 9 dislikes. So it seems like wow. But don't forget what you was going to say. But just let me explain to the person with 9 alternative accounts. When you do a like or a dislike, whether you do a like or a dislike, it don't really matter ultimately, because as far as the YouTube algorithms are concerned, it's just showing that people actually cared enough to press a like, and some other people cared enough to press dislike. So it's actually, whether it's a like or a dislike, it's nicer to see likes, but in terms of the algorithm, it don't really matter whether it's a like or dislike. It's boom. It's still engagement. And so that's still a positive thing. But sorry, just to, So it don't matter if it's a like or a dislike, really. We prefer likes, but if it's a dislike, it still shows engagement. Back over to you, EJ.
Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree with you. So that shows that people actually engage. So that's the way YouTube's gonna say it. In regard, so I was saying basically, I understand. I've been through all the media stuff, so I've been there, and I've got interviews. I phone called my first interview. It wasn't my first interview. My first media introduction, right, was actually talking to James Toney's trainer. James Toney was coming from the UK for the first time, right, the very first time. I think it was 2013. And he was coming for the prize fighter. Anthony Joshua was just up and coming on that card, right? So so I was talking to his name was Pops Johnson, Arthur Pops Johnson, right? Yeah. And he's the trainer and the manager. He looks after James Toney. So I said, so I was talking to him regularly about him and James, whatever. And he's talking about he's really good interview actually. I should hook you up. A really good guy. He used to be a street fighter in Chicago. He's bad, yeah. So he said, anyway, he's with James Tony. So he said, I'm coming to the UK next week. Oh, really? Oh, that sounds good. He goes, you should come. I said, really? He goes, yeah. Here's the address. So, and at this time I was injured because I'm a basketball coach. I was injured. And because I ruptured my Achilles tendon. So I got my crutches. But I was like, bro, this is an opportunity I can't miss. You know, James Tony's coming to England. So, boy, I jumped on the train. I got a cab from London Bridge, got to the hotel. And that was my first time seeing Eddie Hearn. First time seeing Don Charles, first time seeing obviously Anthony Joshua, James Tony. When I imagine I went there to see James Tony, he was so rude. He was so rude, Rappy. Yeah, he sized me up like he wanted to fight me. I mean, I went there to see him, because to be fair, it was the weigh-in, right? So I went to the weigh-in, right? But he sized me. I goes, oh, John, how you doing? He goes, yeah, how you doing? You're right. So yeah. I goes, where's James? I go, James is there. James just sized me up. I think he wanted to eat, whatever, so it's a bit thing. But he just sized me up like he wanted to fight me. And I was like, I'm not in it. The vibe I got from him, and this is how I am normally. The vibe I got from him, I said, I don't give a fuck about no interview. I'm not interviewing you. You're rude. I wouldn't even waste my time. And I interviewed everyone else. Anthony Joshua was the nicest ever, bro. Like at the time he had a Nigerian bodyguard, right? And then he goes, oh, where do you want to interview? Do you want to interview here, there? Where? He was so accommodating. He was so accommodating. But when the funny thing is that my interview was so quick though, because I was just talking, didn't really give him a chance to actually speak. Really, you know what I mean? So because I didn't realize he actually really thinks about what he says. Because he's worried about how he wants to come across. So with Anthony Joshua, you have to kind of take your time. You say one thing, then you listen to what he says, and he speaks very softly as well. And then you have to come with things. It's not like how me and you are, where I say you to the other. So that was my first interaction. Then I saw Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn said, I goes, yeah. And I goes, oh, really? Can I interview you? Bro, Eddie Hearn was different. He he gave me the whole card. He's laid it all out and stuff like that. So that was my first media thing. And I thought, oh, this is all right. And, these are things like, I never asked for it, but it was the circumstances. And then the next one I went to, Eddie Hearn saw me in Covent Garden when Anthony Joshua was getting ready for another fight. And he said, why haven't you got your media credentials? I said, what? What's that? Because your media credentials, you should be on the media role. I said, bro. Goes to me, you need to get the email, and he sorted it out for me, you know what I mean, and got me on it. So I'm telling you, that's because Eddie Hearn, I think at the time he wanted as much media to collar boxing as possible. So anyone was there, and that's how I got on Sky TV. People saw me on Sky TV, picture Eddie, you know what I mean, Round Eubanks and Nigel Benn and all this stuff, and I still can go. But things have changed now.
What's Coogan like?
Coogan's cool. Coogan, when I saw first time I went there now, and the same day I went there, so I saw Coogan and James Holder. James didn't even recognize me, but when they went in there, it was like they saw me, right? And it was like, oh, how you doing? You right? And they were very nice, you know what I mean? They were like, Coogan was like a big kid, you know what I mean? He's like a big kid. He's like a big kid with a camera, you know what I mean? He's a former security. He's a former security guard for Ricky Hatton.
Security. Security.
Yeah. If you go to
I know he did that role, bro. He don't really. He seems a bit.
But he's tall. Yeah, but security has to be tall. It alleviates stress. I know he's not hard, but it alleviates pressure. If you see someone 6 foot something, you're not really thinking I need to fight them. So that's true. So and this look mean and that people don't know they're not gonna fight. You know, probably the softest guys in the world, but because they're tall, people are less likely to try. So anyway, Coogan was friendly, and then Spencer. I was talking to Spencer. That's what me and Spencer thought, because Spencer had some grief with some guy, another guy who was online, who said stuff about him online. And Spencer asked me, do you know about this guy? And I said, no, nothing about it. So me and Spencer talked for an hour, Spencer. And since that day, from 2005, me and Spencer talk on the phone. Spencer will call me like every other day, whatever. We talk like how me and you were talking, Rafi. He'll call me all the time. He called me this morning or whatever. We talk this, that, I post things to him. He posts things back to me. So me and Spencer, from that day, like I wouldn't say we're best of friends, but I would say like, I could call Spencer. I wouldn't say he'd be there for me or anything like that. But we have a mutual thing because, again, I'm the only one of the black guys there in media, and like he's just there. So I was just there. I mean, that's why me and Dillian fell out, because Dillian, I was cool with Dillian. I got Dillian's number. This is when Dillian was on a band. I talked to him when he was on a band. So on his first ever band, me and Dillian was cool. But when I criticized him, Dillian's the type of guy he messages me on my Facebook, and he give me the business. How Dillian is. He's one of them guys there. If you're cool with Dillian, Rafi, then Dillian's cool with you. If you say anything against him, Dillian like one of them guys, say it to my face or don't say it at all. Dillian will hold grudges. Because Steve Bunce is scared of him. I think Steve Bunce says stuff about him. When Steve Bunce sees Dillian, he runs. He runs. When Dylan, listen, it's actually when Dylan sees me, right? He looks at me and just starts mumbling himself. I can't stand it, this, that, the other. Because you remember, I was his number. Listen, Rafi, I was his number one fan. Everyone knows I was his number one fan. Dylan, wherever Dylan was, I was there. He just let me down when he had the Joshua thing because he went into that fight and he knew he had an injury and he wasn't 100% giving himself. I still talk to Jonathan Banks because at the media workout, I was talking to Jonathan Banks before that as well. So it's like I'm around all these people. So I was trying to make a point about this, the media thing. It's not easy as it is. At the same time, people need to understand is that Rafi's the type of man, he's on what he's on. If you're coming to give something, then come correct or don't come at all. And that's what Rafi's trying to say to people because thing. But at the same time, Rafi, you know, you're a man of like, this is the way I am, you know. That's the people need to understand. Men are how they are. They're not going to change their ways. They don't mind taking certain, you know, compliments or people saying how things are. But at the end of the day, that's how people are going to be. And I think at the end of the day, respect has to be done. There's no point coming on your platform and it doesn't work, and after trying to diss the platform, that's very immature. That's very immature. That's because when he left the other day, I thought that's fair play. You know, I thought fair play. It was a misunderstanding, and you know you're gonna leave it as that. But I understand though because after you did stick the needle to him. I got dossier. The dossier he wasn't done. Because I even put in the comment, it's like Rafi, you got a dossier on him. Because I'll bring the dossier. That's a bit harsh, Rafi. That is a bit hard. Like, Rafi, you did. So it's not like he's acting emotional for nothing. Was
it when I said it? Was it tongue in cheek? I can't remember my tone. Was it tongue in cheek? Was it?
Nah, it wasn't. Nah, it wasn't. You repeated it a couple of times, and I think if you let that simmer inside your soul, that would burn. You know what I mean? And that's probably why you probably got the emotional response you got to, because he's thinking, I'm trying to help a guy. I know, maybe I'm late, or maybe I organize, and maybe things that, but I don't think he entirely understands until he has his own YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And certain things that you can understand the scope of what it is. You're trying to present a certain image, and this is what I try to do: a certain image. You want people to portray you as reliable, respectable, and certain things. So you're not trying to come across like your shows are some clown show, and that's what you're trying to show to him. I don't think he understands that kind of level of detail that you go to. You know what I mean?
Sometimes EJ, to back up what you're saying, sometimes you need to be in that situation to understand.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Because when I was over at TBV, Ness once said to me, I think it was your Iron and message or something. He'd roll his eyes when you hear that? Yeah. So I'd make a noise which I didn't really understand at the time. That's being recorded. That's being recorded. So that's happened down here where man's been moving tables and chairs, and I'm getting pissed. But he doesn't understand that. But he will understand if he gets to do his own thing. He'll understand that chair, that table scraping against a tile floor, that it's not a good look.
No, it's not
for the show. You know what I'm saying? No. That there, a simple thing like that. That's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But a lot of people not going to understand it until they start doing their own chisel for themselves, and then they realize that that's unacceptable.
Yeah. But listen, that's why I've been doing that. I used to do that with the old Hangout format where you couldn't mute people. I'm glad with StreamYard you could mute people. And you could you need to sort your audio out, but this is the constant of these little things. They start to irritate you after a while, and this is why you're solo. You're a lone wolf, innit? You do your thing. You don't mind people coming in, but you make sure their audio is correct because you weren't gonna. That's the thing, You weren't gonna sit there and say, "Yo, Spencer, like, nah," and do the interview with the whack audio. Spencer, do me a favor, go back and sort your stuff out, and then come correct, right? Because you want to make the thing. But this is the thing I was dealing with, and I said, because I used to, remember, again, my first things, I used to just record. There wasn't live at the time. So I've been doing it before there was Google Live, right? So I used to do that and then upload it to YouTube. So I was used to that. So when it came, it was nothing to me to say, okay, let me record that. Let me do this live. And then I had actually a panel of guys. I've done it a couple of times. Actually, Spencer was on one, right? Zone was there. YG was on there. And everyone was going at Spencer for going against, Spencer was defending Dillian, about Dillian and the drug situation. And because Spencer was saying that, what's his name again? I can't remember that guy. The guy who got the drugs. Spencer was saying the other guy has got drugs, taking drugs. Spencer was saying he took drugs. Yeah, you know, what's his name again? Not Alfred.
I know the short guy.
The one he fought. Yeah, the one he fought, right, with the drugs thing.
His name keeps on escaping me. What's his damn name?
Yeah.
I know you mean. Begins with an R or something. His surname Rivas, Oscar Rivas.
Rivas. Oscar Rivas. Yeah, Spencer was saying Rivas took drugs, right? So then we had a panel. It was me, Zone, YG, PMC, and PMC went off on Spencer, bro. He went off on Spencer bad, bro. Right? Yeah. And Spencer goes, and then he asked Spencer a question. Spencer goes, who you think I am? You think I'm Sherlock Holmes? Like, it was a backwards and forwards battle. Bro, it was deep. It was deep. Right? Spencer could hold his own, you know. He liked Spencer, so we was going backwards and forwards because they were like, Spencer's full of shit. But no one really said that. But it was like, in a way, they were saying, Spencer, you're lying about Rivas and Oscar Rivas and stuff like that, yeah? But I allowed the people around me who were conscious, like, because we talk box all the time, that they can have a civilized conversation. Because I made everyone know, but you know, Spencer's coming on. Like, don't be no thing and this and that. So certain people do that. But back in the days, I was talking to Kevin Kelly, right? And there's a guy called Bal Kane. I met this guy, Bal Kane. I didn't really know too much about him. He was so rude to Kevin Kelly that even up to today, Kevin Kelly goes on funny with me. He said to Kevin Kelly that, you know, that you was a bit past it when you faced, I can't remember, you faced Eric Morales and stuff like that. And it so burnt Kevin Kelly so badly that Kevin Kelly didn't look funny at him, but he looked funny at me because I was the one who's like, why you bring this guy to talk to me? Yeah. And I'm a celebrity. You see what I'm gonna say? So I've been in a situation where, you know, the panel that I'm with have said something stupid. You know what I mean? So I've learned so much through all this stuff, like experience doing with the media and how you're gonna come across. But 100% that, you know, this is your show. You want to be perceived and come on. If there are any errors, it has to be on your end, not no one else doing it to make you look bad. So I think on Troy in that respect, if you're listening to this or not, right? You need to bear in mind that when you do these things, and you'll find out yourself when you do YouTube and you're trying to do interviews, that these sort of things will happen, and people will credit you on that. You know, they'll say, oh, the audio is bad. Why are you even putting that out, or stuff like that? And I thought you're gonna bring this guy on the show, you're not bringing him, and you don't need the unnecessary stress you need, because when you come on YouTube, I'm sure like me, Rafi, this is like therapeutic. Now, when you come on and do your talking about what you're talking about, you enjoy it. You enjoy it. So you're messing up my glow. You're messing up my flow, man.
Yeah. The flow. You know, the flow is right. DJ is right, mate. You're right. But anyway, we've covered that. That's some backstory for you people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Backstage, how it goes on backstage. Me personally, to put a cap on it, I'm way over it. I was over it when it was over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When it was over, it was over. It's like me, it's over, move on. That's me. You know what I'm saying? No hard feelings. You tried your best, but really, you're not there yet. You're not there yet. There's certain things that need to come up, quite a few levels. And that's not besmirchment. That just means you're new. You're new to the thing. You're acting like you're some kind of Don Dada to the thing. You ain't no Don Dada to the thing. You're just a baby to the thing. It's just a baby thing. It's literally a baby thing. You're just a baby in the thing. And so, you know, baby's going to do what baby's going to do. And that's no insult. It's just how it is, EJ. You're new to the thing. You're new to the thing.
100%. Well, Spencer, yeah, go ahead, Rafi. Go ahead.
What you said? Yeah, so I'm glad Spence enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I've reached out so he can do the part 2 this coming weekend. I got this back to the message. I got this back. So that I think that's a good sign. That's a good sign. So it looks like we're going to do part 2 next week. So that's something for everybody to look out for. Something for everybody to look out for. But since you're here, EJ, you might as well stick around for the story, because we got the story and then we got the fight. Anybody want to jump in can jump in. But check out the story. What did I just do there? Okay, I did that automatically. Boom. Okay, so do I kill the audio or do I just let it be? I probably just let it be. And these are the words from Dana White. Don't worry, folks. We're going to get into the fight directly after this. But these are some very interesting words from Dana White, and it's going to be interesting to get everybody's take on it. So we got the story, which is coming up right now, which we're going to chop up, and then we're going to go to, let me get this in there. Let me get this in there so you know what it is. So you know what it is. Okay, there it is on the screen. Dana White on fighter pay disputes. Dana White says this isn't a career. This is an opportunity. Okay, so let that sink in. Let that sink in, and let's go directly to the audio. Matter of fact, rat-a-tat-tat. I've got a picture of Dana White. No, I ain't. So we just listen to the audio. It ain't no problem. Let's do this.
I'm trying to plan, and I'm planning.
Hold on. We gotta kill. I think we're probably gonna have to kill the music for this. Let's boom. Silence. Okay, let's see what Dana White has to say about this thing.
For a second shutdown, that it will happen again. I'm always thinking about the worst. What's the worst thing that it's like when you hear these guys talking about when they train, they like to put themselves in the worst positions they could possibly be in. You know, that's how I look at this business too. What is the worst position we could possibly be in? You know, and my number one goal is always, I don't want to lay off any of my employees, and I don't want fighters sitting inactive and not being able to compete. And you know, when you're a professional athlete, you have a very small window of opportunity, a very limited amount of time. You know, we get into all this money shit and the stuff that's going on right now. Everybody acts like this is a fucking career. This isn't a career. This is not a career. This is an opportunity. Anything can happen in any given moment. Knee can blow out. You're back. You're this. You're that. COVID-19. You know, who the hell knows what is coming down the pipeline? So you have to take every opportunity that you can get.
If there was a second lockdown in the United States of America, would it be
boom, boom, boom? So those were the words of Dana White. Dana White says this is not a career. This is not a career. This is an opportunity. And it kind of, I don't know, it reminds me of something. I can't remember exactly what it reminds me of. It's like, I don't know, it's like, I would draw the analogy to a commission-only job. You know, one of them sales job where you only get paid commission. There's no flat fee. There's no flat rate, just a commission. And they pump you up and say, hey, go out there. You can do this. You can make 100,000 this month. You can make 100,000 this month. Yeah, it's kind of, you're just wishing on a star. So Dana White is saying that mixed martial art, it's not a career. Your knee can blow out, your back can blow out. It's a tricky one, because in a sense you can say, well, yeah, he's right. It kind of isn't a career. But in another way, if you've been doing it for 10 years, then it is your career. So it's a tricky one. It's not a career. It isn't a career. But if it's not a career, then surely that's an argument to say that these guys should get paid better. If it's something that you can do and blow your knee out, blow your back out, leave you as a cripple, then surely that's an argument that you should be better compensated. Arguably. It's a tricky one. How you feeling about this? EJ?
Yeah, like with MMA and stuff like that, you know, and remember again, they're trying to compete against the major dominant combat sport, which is boxing, where you allow sponsors and, you know, you can have as many endorsements as you want, and, you know, he's trying to make out like his sport is the one they've marketed, but at the same time, you know, he with their sport and stuff like that, they're not giving the fighters their just due. Like, if they really wanted to make fighters earn the most money, they'd let them have as many sponsors as they want. But they controlled that by having Reebok. So because they got Reebok, they you know, them at the top end get all the perks, right? But the guys at the lower end don't really get that many perks. So at the same time, yeah, you don't really get that thing. But let's be honest, yeah, some of the mixed martial arts is to the most public. Yeah, okay. They got their characters and the Ronda Rousey and stuff like that. But then when you was at the top of your sport, when your sport was peaking on every media level, right? Why then did you fight the boxers? You know what I mean? Because you thought, okay, we're at the top now. Let's make our sport better than boxers. And they really believe, you start believing in your own shizzle. That's the word you used, your own shizzle.
Yeah.
Right? Conor McGregor is your number one selling guy over Ronda Rousey. Number one selling guy. The first off, you put Ronda Rousey in there against Holly Holmes. Smash. Well, you built her all the way from Strikeforce. She goes down against the Xbox former boxing women's champion, right? Bashed her up, right? That's what you were trying to do. You brought James Toney, you get him beat up by Randy Couture. And then you kind of go, okay, we're trying to build James to beat a boxer, so we're getting somewhere. That's what we need to do, right? Then you fought Floyd Mayweather for a year off. Ain't fought for a time ago. We gotta beat him, man. He ain't fought for a year. He's old. Well, we gotta beat him, man. We should have that. And then that finished you off. You know, you didn't need to cross over. They could have kept on doing what they're doing, stayed in your lane, but you want to break into that money. Conor McGregor got his biggest ever payday. He fought Khabib. They got his head teared off by Khabib, and because Khabib's Russian and he's not American, you don't want to promote him. So that you killed your. What you should have did is promote Khabib. John Jones is your best fighter ever, and you treat him like garbage, right? Yeah. So a Russian and an African American, that's not what you want to push. You want to push certain Americans who look a certain way, and they were, Conor McGregor and Ronda Rousey were your number one top sellers, but they went bad. They went so bad, and that's what your sport was. In terms of the money, but boy, listen, people pay for certain things. What it's like, if anything, you're promoting wrestling. So, because look, it's hard for any guy non-black anyway, right? This is just my opinion, right? Tyson Fury's there, but he's in the hard. It's not hard for any person non-black not to make a lot of living other than boxing. They don't have to box. Boxing's a poor man's sport, right? It's for poor man's sport. But when they get there, Mike Tyson, who come from dirt, come from real rough surroundings. Mum was a prostitute, dad was a drug dealer, whatever.
Let me stop you there. Right? Remember your word. Let me stop you there. Remember your word. Remember you. Oh, okay. It's good now. James is in the background, but he wasn't connected properly. Carry on. We get to James in a second. Carry on, EJ.
Yeah. When you come from them sort of surroundings, when Mike Tyson come, he's so ferocious. Because I was listening to Mike Tyson. He done the hot box with and you guys listen to do the hot box with Shannon Briggs.
Podcast,
the podcast with Shannon Briggs. And they were talking about Brooklyn. He said there was a thing called a hill, and he said at the top of the hill was all nice and suburban, but down the bottom of the hill, he said there was humans down there that I didn't even know exist on the planet. And he said I was scared, and I was thinking, boy, if you were scared, and most people were scared of you, what was down there? But whoever was down there scared him in such a way that every time he fought in the ring, he fought with that ferocity. Even Shannon Briggs, coming out from Brooklyn, he said that his whole thing was just making sure I never got raped from day to day. Damn. I couldn't believe it. I was like, these are the environments, right, that these fighters are coming from. Now, going to the MMA guys, in terms of them doing that, then you got the Joe Sonnen talking his smack. But these guys, after a while, they're gonna get banged over because you're trying to be like a wrestler at the same time, and you're trying to do MMA where you're holding the man down and trying to break a man's arm down and stuff like that. That's not really pleasing. People are used to people standing up, kicking, punching, all them things there. So there are a lot of things UFC has gone bad. But in the day, in terms of bringing the money, if you want to open the money, you need to bring back as many sponsors as they want, so the fighter can earn more money, and that's how the sports grow. So he's hindering the sport as much as he's growing it. So I'll leave it as that.
Yeah, and the UFC. Before I bring in James, the UFC. As a major sport, they're the major sport who pay the least amount in profits to their fighters. The percentage-wise, they pay the least. So it's not speculation; it is a doggone reality. And with that, we bring in James.
Hello, is it working?
Damn, James, what the hell's happened to you? You ain't been in here for months, mate. What's going on? I'm not very happy with you. Why have you stayed away so long? What's going on?
I don't know, it's just lots of things, finish off the old work in that, and it is what it is, I'm not gonna lie, I can't say we're doing much because I ain't done much in a few months. So.
How the hell are you busy in lockdown? That don't make no sense.
There's always something to do, always something to watch, isn't there?
There's always something to watch. There's always another magazine to flick through. There's always another website to analyze.
Exactly.
In the COVID era, a lot of people are on their laptops in the COVID era. And I just want to address Heinrich Schmitz. Heinrich Schmitz says AJ's losing fans in the thousands. Why is that then? Why is that, Heinrich? Why don't you come on for a change? Bring your big talk live on the panel. Go ahead and do it. Come on, Heinrich. You got a lot of big talk over there in the chat, but you've never jumped on the panel. Jump on the panel, Heinrich. You got a lot to say. I'm not saying you're right, not saying you're wrong. JD Boxing up in the building. OBZ up in the building. Mr. Spooks. Heinrich Schmitz, jump in, mate. Tell us why AJ is losing fans. I don't think he's losing fans. Hey, who's to say he's not gaining fans? And for the record, you said something about AJ and racist. How is it racist when you're telling people to invest in their communities? How is that racist? Stop being an imbecile, Heinrich. Stop being an imbecile. Okay, so back over to you, James. What you saying, my friend? Good to see you. Good to hear you. What's going on?
Same. So about the old UFC fighters and that.
Yeah,
I think they get paid exactly how much they should get paid realistically, because I like, especially when it comes to fighting, realistic. If you can get 100 grand, 100 grand's a lot of money.
Yeah,
and these fighters, they're doing what, like 5 3-minute rounds, and you're getting paid 100 grand. So that's easy money, and it's not like they sub anything in the UFC. Dana White does everything. They don't have to do like any press conferences like
they do.
They do a little bit, but
no, they have a full press conference. They have to go here, there. They have to go to pre-fight press conferences. They have to promote the fight. It's a big thing. And that's why Conor got suspended, because he said he doesn't want to do all that promotional stuff. He wants to stay and train, and that was a big fallout at one time. So they have big commitments.
It's only the biggest of ones that have the biggest commitments, but you see a lot of times with the smaller fighters, especially the ones in the prelims and the undercards, you barely hear of them realistically, and for good reason, because UFC is very early in in the development stage. It's not like boxing, which has been around for pretty much forever now, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But UFC is like 20, 30 years old. So you think
about 30 years.
Exactly. So it's only just become massive. So it's been
big though, because it's been big for a while. To be fair, it's been big for a while.
About 2005, it's been big. 2006, ever since. What was it? He was called the Iceman. What was he called? The guy with the
Chuck Liddell. Yeah,
that was one. Ever since Chuck Liddell, it's been big. But
I don't think. The bottom line is that of all the sports, the UFC pay the smallest percentage to their athletes.
I think it's the caliber. It's just the caliber. But
it don't make no difference. A percentage is a percentage, and the UFC are paying a very, very small percentage. It's a reality, and it don't even matter if, say, every one of their fighters was a D category. If every one of UFC fighters was a D grade, it still doesn't alter the fact that they're still making a profit off those D graders, and it still don't alter the fact that they are paying those D graders a smaller percentage in terms of profit than any other sport. And I think that's hard to justify, regardless.
I think the worst part of the UFC is where the bigger fighters, they get the fights so easy, and they get the big money, like ridiculous money for fighting. Like Conor McGregor, he can get a title shot straight away. That's why he said he left as well. He said because he wanted to fight. He said I forgot who was the guy that beat. I can't remember the names. My mind's gone blank.
Masvidal.
No, not Jorge Masvidal. The other he lost.
Diaz.
Who fought Nate Diaz? No, I can't. My mind's gone absolute blank. El Kakui, his name, Nick Davis.
Yeah. Ferguson. Tony Ferguson.
I think it was Gaffey. I think what it was is that he would have to fight Gaffey.
Gaethje.
That's the one.
Gaethje, yeah.
He'd have to fight him first to then get his title shot, where Conor McGregor just wanted to go straight into his title shot.
Yeah.
And I think the fight was in that sport. they sometimes hold power, way too much power, and that's why Dana White does that. But I think Dana White's also a sucker for it.
Well, Dana White, he's the man who's doing Dana White. Yeah, thank you, Connor Pass. Dana White's the one who's doing the best business over there. He's the one making the big bucks. Everything is trickle up. It's not trickle down. It's trickle up. And I think that is the undoing. I barely watch the UFC anymore. It's just when I was into it, you know, when I was training, etc. It was beautiful. There were so many stars in the sport, and you didn't have an event. What's that clicking in the background? You didn't have an event every month. You had an event every 3 months, and every event was star-studded. In the heavyweight, you'd have the stars. You'd have light heavyweight stars. You'd have middleweight stars. You'd have some lightweight stars. And, you know, it was just stars. It was quality from top to bottom. Now, half of the guys, I don't know their names, and I don't particularly care to. And that's unfortunate. I can't even bother to tune in half the time. So I'm not enthused. I'm not overly enthused. But people, are you ready for the fight? EJ, are you ready for are you sticking around for the fight, EJ? EJ, are you sticking? EJ's cooking. EJ's cooking.
No. Sorry. No, I heard you. Yeah, I'm sticking around for the fight. I was saying, Rafi, I was looked in the chat. I couldn't find the unlisted video. If you don't mind putting it, I want to listen to Troy. And also, I'd like to say, in regards to Dana White and the situation with when Zuffa left, things changed. Dana White hasn't got that much control. When the Zuffa brothers were in control, they made sure they got it at their peak, right? And they sold it at their peak. Since then, it's Dana's the front guy, but that's why Dana said he wants to come to boxing, because he hasn't really got that much control as much as we think he should. And certain guys who he promoted, Ronda Rousey, Conor McGregor, they kind of come and go and building up stars. Really and truly, Dana could, but he doesn't want to push certain guys to their limit. Like I said, Khabib Nurmagomedov should be a bigger star because he beat Conor McGregor. John Jones should have been pound for pound long time ago. The way they talk about him is ridiculous. So they have guys in there, but they don't want to push them and make them like the marquee guys for whatever reason. But then like you got, Conor McGregor's done all these sort of things, for a mini boss and all them things he's done, and that you want to give him a pass and stuff like that. People ain't really forgiving some of the stuff he's did. You get me? Allegations of rape and all them things there. But in the day, the reason why your sport is plummeted like it did because you pull it up against boxing twice, and you in major fights, Ronda Rousey, Holly Holmes, Mayweather, Conor McGregor, and you've lost. And because you lost. So people lost kind of faith in the sport, even though MMA is like the ultimate, to me, street fighting. You know what I mean? But with MMA, really and truly, and this is why I talk to someone who's martial arts. He goes, "That's not MMA." But what is that? That's not traditional martial arts. Traditional martial arts is all about respect, bowing, shaking hands. What you're seeing is like that's why they promote wrestlers. Wrestlers are a form of a martial art, but that's what they want to promote, more wrestlers. Brazilian. You look at the Gracies in the early days, that's how it was. A pure boxer against a guy who's doing jiu-jitsu. That's what it was about. That's right. So now guys do a bit of everything. That's why John Jones is the complete guy, because he's been against all against all styles. He's mainly a kickboxer wrestler, right? Yeah. He's been against all styles, and been adapted. And because we don't want to promote him, we're gonna keep doing him. They were like guys like Conor McGregor. That's the guy, that kind of gimmicky wrestler kind of guy who talk that shit, makes you believe that he can knock out things. But in a boxing thing, he got so embarrassed. But he got his biggest payday ever in his career, $1 million, 100 mil. He'll never get that. In MMA, they don't care how much they think they're getting. They ain't getting no 100 mil like that. You know what I mean? And that's how they were coming across. Nowhere close to it. That's how they were coming across, that their sport's bigger than boxing. So that had to get, and that's why Mayweather gets all the props in the world. He shut down that. He shut down their bullshit, and the way they would call their names, Conor McGregor would do this to Ronda Rousey, would knock you out, all this stuff. They were. Wait, listen. And the thing is, the people, all them trolls believed all that stuff. Bro, the trolling against Mayweather was ridiculous. And Ronda Rousey herself, Ronda Rousey was going like, "Say, I could beat him." You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like it was ridiculous, man.
Mad.
They've all now you look at it now, you think, what were they smoking? But that's where they put their sport. If they stayed in their lane, kept talking shit, and never fought, it would have been fine. But when they came out their lane in a boxing ring or whatever, bruv, you don't hit that hard. You don't hit that hard. Your stamina's not real. It made your whole organization look weak. And MMA has suffered from it, and they don't know how to pick themselves up from it. So I say that. But Raphael, send me a link in the chat, and then I'll jump in the fight of the link for the you and Troy, because you know me, I like that drama.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna put that link in after the fight, though, EJ. After the fight, we can't have people distracted. We can't cause no distractions. So you ready for the fight, EJ? Are you ready?
Well, you can put it on the private chat, Rafi.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Yeah. I'm listening. I watch both. I'm like that.
I'll watch both.
Yeah, because I'm like that. Yeah, bro. I'll be on my phone and I'll be listening to, because the most of the fight. What fight have you got there?
You got Riddick Bowe versus. Hold on, let me write it in. Let's do this officially. Boom. Okay, can you see that? Now you can. See that.
Riddick Bowe versus Andrew Galata too. Yeah, I saw that.
We don't talk about no outcomes. We just let the thing play out. Some people may have forgotten. Some people may remember, but we don't talk about the outcome. We don't spoil it for anybody who doesn't know. We just let it flow.
Nice. Good,
okay.
Good. Put it in the private chat.
Let me just drop that link in for the private chat, because EJ wants to know what went down. So let me find that link. Damn, somebody just jumped in. Hold on a second. Let me just find this thing for EJ. Says he's gonna multitask. You're gonna do both things at the same time. Where is it? There it is. Okay, let's just post this up there. Let's copy that and boom. Let's put this in the private chat for EJ. Where are we? Where is the private chat? Boom. In comes the man like Harsha Vardhan. How you doing, Harsha? You ready for the fight?
Good, bro. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very, very well. You're tuning in for the fight, Harsha. You want to watch the fight with us?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Absolutely. How's the temperature over there in Canada? It's sweltering over here in the UK.
Thankfully, it's okay for now. Like a bit of warm weather for the last 1 week, so it's not bad.
It's not bad. Sweltering over here.
A couple of beers in the weekend. So
couple of beers in the weekend. Couple cool ones. I might have a cool one. I've been drinking exclusively water.
Just water, no beer.
Just water. I've been drinking water all day, every day, nothing else. On the occasional day, like yesterday, for example, I bought, one of those coffee, those little cartons of coffee, iced coffee.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I bought one, but it was
mountains,
but it was too strong. It was too potent. So what I did was I emptied that out in the blender. I put an apple in the blender. I put some milk and water in the blender. So I just blended up this kind of coffee smoothie with apple in it, and it tasted absolutely.
I should try that. That looks so weird, bro.
Beautiful. With a little bit of cinnamon. It was beautiful because the coffee was too strong, so I diluted it with milk, threw an apple in there, threw a bit of cinnamon there, blended it, and it was
I can never imagine a coffee with an apple and cinnamon.
Hey, do it. Try it. Trust me, I wouldn't lead you wrong.
I'll try this maybe tomorrow.
Rafi would not leave you wrong. Okay, so you
hopefully I don't take turns around to the restroom for the rest of the day.
No, it went it was super fine, man. For me, I didn't have no problems whatsoever. Okay, so let's go back to the chat. What's going on here? What's going? You guys all from the UK? What's that mean? You guys all from the UK?
I guess he's a German.
He's a German. So he says, bro. I've never heard him speak. I never heard him speak. He's never jumped on in the chat. Heinrich Schmitz. Okay, so okay, everybody control your mics. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at this fight, a historic fight from the past. And if you know the outcome, don't say it. Well, anybody on the panel or anybody in the chat, we're just gonna watch the fight. We're gonna commentate on the fight.
I didn't see the fight yet.
You've never seen the fight yet? This is excellent. This is excellent. Okay, so let us commence. Let's commence with this thing. Let's go. So 8 years ring experience, 40 fights. What did that say? 8 years experience, 40 fights. What else did it say? 167 rounds. Where we at? Okay, so that's Bo. I suppose I should give you a bit of background about this scrap. Okay, so Bo versus Galata. That's what we're watching. Okay, that's Bo. Where's Galata versus the Pole Galata. A little bit of background on the fight. EJ's gone very quiet. So Riddick Bowe and Andrew Galata 2 was a professional boxing match contested on December the 14th, 1996. What's that? 1990. That's 2000. That's 24 years ago. Okay. Is it 24 years ago? I think so. Okay. So the bout was a rematch of a controversial fight held earlier that same year in Madison Square Garden. And it was nationally televised. Let's see what's going on now. Oh, damn, they've already started. Okay, so go ahead, guys. Talk on what you see. When you want to talk, feel free to do so. Who's here? Oh, Varshan has dropped off. We still got James. We still got EJ. James, what say you? What's going on? What are you seeing?
Yeah, I've never seen this fight, so this is the first time for me as well.
That's awesome. Okay, so everybody can see that there. I'll keep on giving you the lowdown on the hoedown. Galata, the Polish American. When was this? Yeah, 24 years ago. Riddick Bowe versus Andrew Galata. Riddick Bowe 6'5", Galata 6'4". Riddick Bowe 235 pounds, Galata 239. So that's interesting. Riddick Bowe was 235 pounds at 6'5". Galata 239 at 6'4". So yeah, Riddick Bowe was in good shape for this. He wasn't in his fat stage. Wasn't his fat man stage. So yeah. What's going on? Cal L says, I remember this. What happened to the fight doctor? I don't know. The fight doctor. I haven't seen the fight doctor. Oh, yeah, he comes in every now and then for the Rick Glazer things. So he does still frequent the channel. But I don't know if people knew that was a nice double jab there from Galata. I don't know if people knew that this was going on. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Now you remind me, let me just post a link to this show in one of the back rooms that I'm involved in. Go ahead, James. Say what you see, my friend. Say what you see.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a feeling out stage at the moment. I feel like it's just fast paced, though, isn't it, for a feeling out stage? But it's quite good.
Fast-paced. Quite good. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. Yeah, nice jabs. They're both on time with the jab simultaneously. Oh, nice double jab by Galata, and then followed by a hook.
Yeah, Galata looks faster if it feels like he's more on it.
Yeah, he is. Nice jab at the same time. Both jab at the same time. Bo's in the center of the ring. Galata with the double jab again. Galata using the double jab. Boom. Nice jab by Galata. Oh, Bo hooks with the right. Oh, end of the round. Who'd you give that round to?
I think it's got to be Galotta's round there, but it's a slim. It could really go either way.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Galotta there, even though I missed half of the round. Let's just say Galotta. So it's Galotta versus Bo, or Bo versus Galotta. First round to Galotta.
It's a shame though. It's a shame though. He changed his trainer because he had Eddie Funch. Bo used to have Eddie Funch as his trainer, but I tell you what, even looking at this fight, and I haven't seen it for years, that these two guys right now looking at, they could be a lot of heavyweights these days because the way they work the jab, beautiful. Look at this, Mr. Right hand in the slow motion. They're beautiful. Like even Bo, he was jabbing up and down the body. You know, even got a lot. You know what I mean? They use the fundamentals. There's Lou Duva. You know what I mean? He's he wants a heavyweight champion. I think what belt are they fighting? Are they fighting for a belt?
I don't think they're fighting for a belt in this fight. I don't.
Is it 12 round? I think if it's 12 round fight, I think they're fighting for a belt, man.
Let me check.
Yeah, I think they're fighting for a belt because but I think this fight was the winner's supposed to fight Lennox Lewis. So that's why Lennox Lewis. Anyway, the winner was supposed to fight Lennox Lewis. I think they're fighting for a belt here because Bo's got a belt here. So
okay.
And, Andrew Galotta at this point is looking like the next up and coming guy. So Lou Duve was like really, Duve was really enthusiastic about him, and Bo's trying to still establish himself as still a good player, a top player in the sport. Bo's got an educated jab. He's really good inside. He has really good inside fighting. But in this fight, they've changed their strategy. Good left hook by Galotta, boy, and on the move as well. That was beautiful left hook. You know what I'm saying? So Galotta, hey, for their size,
no belt on the line.
No belt on the line.
No belt on the line.
So it's a 10-rounder, yeah? He's gone down.
10-rounder, yeah.
He's gone down.
Who went down?
Bo went down. And people were saying that for the wear and tear against the Evander Holyfield fight, took it out of him. So he went down, I think it was a left hook he went down from. The wear, because Galotta, that's a 10-8 round already for Galotta in Galotta's favor. Another left hook, body shot. Whoa!
Thrashing him.
He's rolling in. And Bo's in all kinds of trouble. Bo's tough though. He's got good resilience.
Yeah.
Wow, he took it. Wow. Second round in, he's already gone down, man. The referee, rest in peace. The referee Eddie Cotton, who just died recently, a couple of months ago. And look, Bo's fighting back.
Will you watch this on YouTube or StreamYard? Because Bo's against the ropes, as far as I can see. Bo's against the ropes on StreamYard.
I watch it on StreamYard.
Oh damn! He just hit Bo with a beautiful left hook. Had him reeling. He's beating up the Bo against the fence, against the ropes rather. Bo's against the rope, body to head. This is Galotta would beat would Galotta beat most of the heavyweights today?
He'd be in a fight. Definitely.
He'd be in a fight.
Yeah, definitely be in the fight. Whether he beat them or not, I don't know, man. His temperament. His temperament
was dodgy. His temperament was dodgy.
Yeah.
Headbutt there. Headbutt from Galotta. Galotta's crazy.
I'm watching the YouTube. I'm watching the YouTube feed now, so I'm in line with you now.
No. Stream YouTube is behind. StreamYard is the one you should be watching.
I was watching the StreamYard and calling it, but I was behind slightly. I'm watching the YouTube one now. I'm watching the StreamYard one. I was behind you, so now
you're way behind. Well, you're way behind now with the YouTube. That's way behind. That's 10-15 seconds behind. You need to get back to. I got both of them on. So okay, cool.
Yeah, I got both of them. Oh, the headbutt. Oh yeah, Eddie Cotton he took a point off for the headbutt. Okay, I got you.
Taking a beating, taking a shellacking, Bo fighting back against the ropes. Or is that the end of the round? That's the end of the round.
Yeah, that's Rock Newman. That's Bo's manager, who later does a talk. He does a talk show, the Rock Show, on YouTube as well. He never done any other boxing other than that, man. And to be fair, he kind of orchestrated that. Bo never fought Lennox Lewis. That the fight that we all wanted to see. You know, very disappointing.
Was that a duck? That's
what most people say. It was a duck.
That's what most people say. I say it was a duck.
Yeah, but I think Bo would have beat Lennox Lewis though, but it never happened.
That's why I ducked him. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious.
Yeah, I do. I can tell you why.
Tell me why.
Well, listen, Lennox Lewis was susceptible and knocked out by guys who hit lesser than Riddick Bowe. he got knocked out by Hassan Rutman. He got knocked out by Oliver McCall, and Bo hits harder than both of them. So if he caught Lennox Lewis with them shots, he would have definitely Lennox Lewis would have definitely hit the fabric.
I keep on missing that damn knockout. Okay, and what did Lennox Lewis do to those guys who beat him? What did he do? What did he do after? What did he do to them afterwards?
No, that wasn't the question. That wasn't the question. The question is, will he beat him?
I hear you, but I'm saying
So that's where it is. That's where it's left at. No retort. There's no retort. I feel like he would have beaten, but the fight never happened because of Rock Newman. But like I said to you, end of the day, it would have been. The thing is, Lennox Lewis beating the amateurs. The fight was stopped a bit premature in my eyes. But end of the day, they never fought, and that's because of Rock Newman, because he just came on the screen. That's why I brought it up. But this is a great fight.
Great fight. Great selection,
Rafi. You're a good selection, Rafi.
Yeah,
good selection on this fight.
I thought about it, and I was going with something else, and then this popped up, and I said, "Nah, it's got to be this. It's got to be this." Delayed reaction. I think that Lennox would have beat Bo, and one of the reasons for that, I think, is Lennox got more heart than Bo. Lennox got more heart than Bo. He's got more dog in him. He's got more dog in him. Look at the way Bo let himself get beat up by Galata, because of the heart, because he didn't have enough dog in him. And then
I don't know, man. I couldn't really say that you fought Evander Holyfield 3 times, boy. That's that in itself.
Evander was just so much of a smaller guy to him, though. He's just so much of a small. He's
tough, man.
Big, so much bigger, and so much longer than Evander.
That ain't gonna that I understand that, Rafi, but Evander Holyfield is a tough cuss, bro. He's a Hall of Famer himself, and what I'm saying is that he fought him 3 times, so I don't think he's lacking in heart. Again, I go back to Rock Newman, who really was there thinking he was protecting Bo, but in boxing, there's no protection. It's like you fight the best guys, and that's how people remember you, and that's why he's no longer in boxing. That's my whole point. I mean, Bo wanted to fight him, but Rock Newman said, "Nah, we don't need to fight him," and that's where we lies. And it was all left. And Rock Newman said it blatantly. He said, "I'm the manager. I'm going to look after my fighter. We don't need to fight." Bo said, "I'd fight him." So you know what I mean. But Bo's the one.
That's not enough. That's not enough, because Bo's walked away. Bo walks away now as the guy who ran away.
He's still the
guy who ran away.
Well, it depends whose legacy you're talking about. In America, he's still a Hall of Famer. He's still only lost one. He's only ever lost 1 time in his career. Bo has an impeccable resume. Only he doesn't have a Lennox Lewis on it. You know what I mean?
I hear you, Reza, but I don't think getting bullied by Galata twice is impeccable.
But the thing is, you got to look at this, right?
That's beautiful right there. That's beautiful right there.
I did mention, he's a tremendous. Bo is good at everything, right? He's good at everything in his day. And Eddie Fudge is not in the corner. And I did say, he had them wars with Evander Holyfield. Holyfield, and think about it, after Evander Holyfield fought 3 times in that, he went on to beat Mike Tyson. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, Evander Holyfield is a savage. He's absolute savage. And it's like, regardless of height and everything, that guy, he's very underestimated in terms of where he should be ranked as a heavyweight champion, because he didn't fight Mike Tyson early, and people still kind of discredit the situation. But going back to Galata is a very solid. I agree with you. Let's put it this way. I think Galata could have beat the Klitschko's, in my opinion. You know what I mean? If in their prime,
on his best day, he'd certainly give them a hell of a. Yeah, I might agree with you.
He beats Vladimir. He beats Vladimir.
I might agree with you.
He beats Vladimir, and he walks down Vitaly, bro, like straight up, bro, because he can take lick, and he don't mind coming. The only problem is his mental state. We don't know what mental state he's coming in with.
His mentals.
Yeah. But these
unpredictable. So unpredictable.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. Mental. He ain't, he's just, he's got it. He's tough. He can hit. Got punch. He's capable. He's going toe to toe with Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe, look, he's a Hall of Famer. But like I said to you, Riddick Bowe, there's no quit in him. It's just that if you want to critique him on the Lennox Lewis, it's fair play. Never happened. But anything else, he's got everything. Riddick, look, he's got chin. He's got heart, and he did get knocked out. Look where he's coming back.
Question the heart. I question the heart.
Nah, I could never. Nah, I don't.
That question is art. That question is art. What he's doing here is battering Galata. Drops him.
Yeah, there you go. And this is after he got put down himself. You see? You see what I'm saying? So what if you question if you want to question his business decision as a business decision to avoid a fighter, then yeah. But in terms of in the ring, nah. He's a complete fighter. You know what I mean? He's the complete fighter. He's got all the punches you want, inside and outside. He's a bit ponderous, yeah, but when he got all heart. Look at that. The man got put down. Look what he's doing to the man.
Yeah.
This is
yeah.
Oh shit!
Body shots.
That punch is a bit low.
Yeah.
It's a bit low. It's a bit low there. Eddie Cotton was a former fighter himself, by the way. The referee, the third man in the ring.
Recently deceased.
Yeah. He said, who did he say? I think he was in the ring with someone. He said someone was the dirtiest fight. He said Tyson Fury is before he died, was the dirtiest fight. I think the Steve Cullen fight he's referring. He said Tyson Fury is the dirtiest fight ever he's ever been in the ring with. Yeah, that's what he said.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, the bro's bringing them bombs. Eddie Cotton warning him. Warning him. Yeah, Eddie Cotton's a big man. He's 6'5", bro. So he can look down. He's cut. He's cut on the left eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is. See. Yeah. This. Listen, Bo's tough, man. Man went down, put the guy down, and now he's cut him. Oh, this guy's hitting some low blows, man.
Low blow.
These are low blows, there, man. That's unnecessary. Why'd you hit him low for? Like you're doing all right in the fight. Maybe he's looking the way out of the fight.
He just got dropped. That ain't good. He just got dropped. He wants to get some.
That was a low blow. That was a low blow, man.
It was low.
That was a low blow, man. That was 2 low blows, and he did it intentionally. Maybe I don't know. He's cut. Maybe he wants his way out, but that was low blows, man.
Low blow.
Look at it. See, look, he's bending down Galata. Maybe he wants his way out the fight, but he's
cut under the lip as well.
Yeah, he's busted. He looks like Vladimir. He looks like Vitaly, bro. When they get Vladimir.
Let's see the replay.
Look at this.
Oh, that was Sal. That must have been Sal.
This last one. That's low, man.
That must have been low too.
That last one was low, man.
Yeah. So it's 10-8 this round. It's a 10-8. Definitely a 10-8 for Bo. Also watching this boxing, a lot of people watching it. A lot of people got put off. Me myself personally at the time after watching boxing, because remember we're looking for the next star. And when you watch the Bo Van Holyfield 2, you see Fan Man, and then obviously these low blows. It kind of put a lot of people off boxing for a bit around this time. Because people wanted to see Mike Tyson. It was the darling. He was the boxing sweetheart of the sport. So you Riddick Bowe, you trying to replace a Mike Tyson, but when you have these sort of things happening, it kind of put a stain on the sport. And this time, boxing is a mainstream. It's mainstream. It's on mainstream TV. I think this fight was on HBO, aired on HBO, but it was also aired in England at the time as well. I think it was on ITV. Yeah, it was definitely aired in England. Absolutely.
Yeah. It was aired as well. But when you're watching these sort of fights at this time, people paying money or whatever, it kind of off-putting to see this sort of thing happen. It's not, this is like the pinnacle of the sport athlete, and you're seeing the winner is going to fight Lennox Lewis, and these sort of things are happening. It's not good. So he both got him with a beautiful uppercut around the back of the head.
Back of the head. Another one, two back of the head. Shouldn't have been counted. Shouldn't have counted.
But the thing is, you see the thing about like when you hit people in them areas, protect yourself at all times. The referee, look at that. The referee, when they're throwing punches at the time, I don't think but you see, was it intentional? You see, was it in a combination? Was it intentional? You see, he's just throwing punches. See, if someone's intentionally, that's why the referee probably let that slide. And to be fair, Thingy never complained. Galata never complained about it.
I don't know if the referee took a point off in the 4th round.
He took a point off Galata, boy, for the headbutt.
Well, that's a 7 then. That's a 10-7 round then. In that round, if that did that happen in that round? Did he take a point off?
The same round, It's the first round when Galata knocked down Bo, and then he headbutted Riddick Bowe in that round, so he would have got 10-8, but then the point got deducted. So then again, it goes back to a 10-9 round for Galata because he headbutt. That's how that would be scored. But Riddick, but Bowe hit him down in that round, and he got Riddick Bowe got a 10-8. But the low blows, the referee didn't take a point. He just warned him, cautioned him. Just cautioned him. But this is a tremendous fight.
So
this
James,
is warming.
Yeah. So James, where are you? Yeah.
I'm just as absorbing the fight, really.
Just taking it in. What you seen? Tell me what you seen.
Well, it's an absolute slugfest out here.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolute. Just going for it, I guess, isn't it?
They're going for it, mate. But there's a variety of punches. There's some nice straight jabs. So I wouldn't say it was a slugfest. I don't know. Is this a slugfest? I think there's more technique involved here. Even Galata is making nice shapes. I like the way he's. I like the way he's bringing in that right and to the body. Look at him. That ain't. No, sorry. Riddick Bowe ain't in Lennox Lewis's class. He ain't in Lennox Lewis's class. I'm sorry, EJ. Look how he took that. Look at his. Look at him. He's out of puff already. What is this? The 5th round? He's out of puff. Look at him. He's out on his feet in the 5th. Look at him. Nah, sorry, EJ. Nah. The part of the Warriors code is the training, and Riddick Bowe was notorious for his lack of liking for the training. And I'm sorry, part of the Warriors code is a dedication to training. And Riddick Bowe didn't know it. EJ, boxing. Oh.
Like I said to you, Eddie Furge is not in the corner. He looked like the Bowe. He looked like he when it comes to the weight, he looked like he hurried to get the weight down. He's doing all right. I mean, end of the day, he's a fighter, and I agree with what's his name? It was the guy Andrew. What's his name? Is it Andrew?
James.
I agree with James. It's a slugfest, man. They're going toe to toe now. Understandably, like Lennox Lewis never been in a slugfest.
Body, head. Look at that.
Yeah, this
is why I disagree. I say this is intelligent. This is intelligent applied pressure.
Yeah, he's doing all right, but Bo's still there.
It's more skillful.
Yeah, but Bo's, this is the thing about Bo. He took some good shots there. Bo's still in the fight, man. Back in the days, they let these fights fight, man. They let them fight, man.
Yeah.
They let them fight. You know what I mean?
DJ, they let them fight, yeah. And how does Bo sound now?
How does James Toney sound? How does a lot of fighters sound?
How does Bo sound now when he's talking?
I don't know, brother. You tell me.
Maybe they shouldn't let it go. Maybe they shouldn't let these things go.
I don't think that's to do with boxing. There's a lot of boxers after have wars, they can still talk. That's to do with his lifestyle and drinking and stuff like that. That's why sometimes people blame it on boxing and slurring and stuff like that. It's his lifestyle, eating habits and drinking. You know what I mean? That's all that is.
That's gonna make you slur. Eating and drinking is gonna make you slur your words.
Nah.
Yeah, how many people you know who's in the pub? You see them when you talk to them slurring all the time. He drinks.
But that's when they're drinking. They don't sound like that when they stop drinking. James, what's your take?
Repeated blows to the head, and it's not good. It's repeated concussions.
Concussions, EJ. It's concussions.
So you're saying, yeah, that because of Bo's repeated boxing thing, that's the way he talks. The way he talks. Yes. All right. But I'm not going to disagrray that boxing might play a part. But what I'm saying to you is that I know other fighters who have been in wars, perfect wars, yeah, and they sound perfect. Like Nigel Benn, Eubank, they've been in wars. They don't sound like they're slurred up. You know what I mean? They sounded the same. Yeah, I know this for a fact. But what I'm saying to you is that your lifestyle dictates the way you're gonna come off. Bo was never a big speaker. Have you ever heard him when he wasn't taking punches? He never talked much anyway. So you know what I mean? So I don't know, there's not much in it. It's just like I said to you, it's the lifestyle. And in the day, like this fight here is what you call an all classic, exciting fight. Is it one of the fights that most people sit down and watch? Maybe not. But if you're just for pure entertainment, this fight is more entertaining than some fights we've seen in present time. I'll give it to you this. It's probably more entertaining, right, than Vladimir Klitschko, Anthony Joshua right now. This fight is exciting. It's proper exciting. But you bear in mind, yeah, like, main crowd, TV, hundreds of thousands of people watching around the world. You know what I'm saying? It's a great fight. And it can Galata get through and be that guy because remember again, a lot of black fighters were dominating boxing and they wanted a European guy to come through.
Yeah, they definitely wanted a European guy to come through, and Galata is giving, although he's taking right about now, He's against the ropes. Bo is getting him with those hooks to the body, but he comes back, smashes Bo to the head with a combination of hooks. Bo responds with one, and then Galata goes to the body and then goes up to the head. He's giving Bo the works. He's giving him the business. James.
Yeah, really, Bo looks lethargic now. He looks slow. But he's in there, but yeah, I don't know. This should be stopped soon, realistically.
Yeah. So does Holyfield. Great fight. Amir Khan sounds punchy. Really? You sure? I haven't heard that. Nigel Benn don't sound right. Okay, so he's gripping up Galata in the corner now, holding on to his head. I don't like Bo's conditioning. Looks out on his feet. Don't like his conditioning at all. He looks in good shape, but something ain't right. Look at him. He ain't right. Boom. Takes another big shot from Galata. Dips forward. Is that the end of the round? That's the end of the 6th round. I don't know how many rounds I've given Bo. I don't know if I can give Bo 2 rounds out of the 6. EJ boxing.
I'm not scoring the rounds, but if I do, I think if I'm scoring the rounds, I think it's about tied up, bro. He got a knockdown, plus he got a point deducted, and so he's definitely in the fight. It look maybe Bo might have a round in front, but there's not much in it in terms of excitement.
Yeah,
they just what are you up for? You got cuts, you got knockdowns, you got low blows, you got Lou Duver in there screaming at him. You got him, man. You know what I mean? Just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look at this guy, like a Rocky movie in there. Look at that. Okay, you know, Adrian. He's in the corner, like huffing and puffing. And Bo, look, but I agree with you. Bo's fading. He's definitely fading. But this is the thing, right? It's a championship fight. There's a lot on the stake of the line. And they ain't going to go unless the referee thinks you're not defending himself. He might look slow and he does look like sloppy and stuff like that, but he's still throwing punches back. In this day and age, the fight would have stopped it. But you know what I mean? If it stopped it, we wouldn't get to a conclusion. And Bo is in there, man. He's in the fight. Like I said, the Evander Holyfield fights took out of him. But hey, no excuses. He's in the fight and he's getting it done, man. Eddie Fudge, it would have been nice if Eddie Fudge would have been in the corner, but let's get him.
Getting it done. Bo looks flat-footed. Maybe Galata's getting a bit tired too, but at least he's bringing it. Another jab by Galata. He's played a nice jab in this fight. Double jab and then a right. I would love to see these guys fight the guys of today. It would be very, very highly interesting. Boom. Bo getting rocked to the head. Clinching, holding on to the back of Galata's head. Galata coming up with those little uppercuts, upper hooks. Hooks, left hook, right hook. Little feint into the head there. Yeah, just pour in, boom. Pause with the right, comes in with the left hook. Both of them a little bit tired, but at least Galata's hitting. Bo's guys back against the ring. Galata's feinting, straight right to the solar plexus. And a couple of hooks. There's not much steam on Galata's punches now. Fast combination by Bo. Left, right. Boom. Nice couple of body shots to the body, and then 2 to the head from Galata. Head again. It's going body, head. It's beautiful. Boom, boom. Goes upstairs, then immediately downstairs to the kidneys. Boom. I love this work by Galata. Okay. Boom, boom. Whoa. That spun Bo's head. But he's still there, just leaning up on the ropes, catching his breath. Okay, double jab by Bo, I think. Another jab. Yeah. Another double jab, both miss. 7th round. Ha. Bo looks, I don't know, very unstable. Was covering up. Still got some reflexes there. Boom, to the head. To the body, sorry. And then a little couple taps to the head by Galata on Bo. Okay, Bo is totally stationary. Only when he stumbles forward does he move. Okay, hooks. Both tired now. Bo with a nice couple of jabs.
Yo, Galata's running out of ideas, bro. Like he's through the kitchen sink at Bo, and Bo's just there, bro.
Still
He's
there.
through he's through everything. This is what you call a rope dope, bro. He's just rope doping him. Bo is right in the fight. You can see what he's doing. Galata go punch himself out, man, because he's through everything at him. And man, he's unleashed everything on him, and the man is still in there, man. The man is still in there. That's why I say he ain't no quitter. He ain't no, you know what I mean? You could say like, yeah, look, Galata's rolling up now. Was that the end of the round? Oh, that was bro. Man, he's tough, man. Like, bro, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be in there.
James, come in.
Yeah, I think Riddick Bo's just a punch bag at this point.
Yeah. Well, got some replays coming here. Okay, glancing. Hook from Galata. Boom. Bigger punches coming from Galata. I think the bigger punch is coming from Galata. Who'd you score that round for? James. That was
definitely Galata.
Sixth round. And now this is that was the 7th, and now it's the 8th. EJ Boxing. Who'd you score that round for?
Yeah, they like Galata won the round, man. Bo's had some spots in there, but
he had some spots.
He had some spots in there. It's just Galata around. But like I said, he's throwing back. It's just that you see what you're looking at, is effective punching. Like, you know what I mean? Like Bo's throwing punches, but there's no weight behind his punches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like he's in there, but he's just like I said, he's faded, but he's still in there. He's still you see once, he used to be good, but see Galata's rocking him with just a hard jab to start the round. But he's still in there. Just
Eddie Cotton. Eddie Cotton, is that the ref's name?
Yeah, Eddie Cotton.
Recently deceased. Rest in peace, Eddie Cotton.
Oh, that's what someone else. Okay.
Yeah.
Good right hand by Galata, man. Shit. See, but Bo knows how to ride these shots. You know, a lot of the shots are glazing.
He does. You gotta give him
riding shots. It's riding shots, man. It's old school. That's not Eddie Fudge.
Yeah.
Old school Eddie Fudge has been around with like Sugar Ray Robertson, all the greats. That he used to be his trainer. So he's not. When I see him in the corner, like I started to think, because I think Eddie Fudge, he had nothing left, so he didn't want to be around that. So he left him and went with Mike McCallum at the time. You know what I mean? Because he said, like, I don't think you've got it no more. He said, nah, I still got it. So he found himself a different trainer. He got himself down to the weight. But good right hands by yeah, man. Some flashes from Bo, man. And then Galata answers him back.
Yeah.
Good fight. Good fight.
It was absolutely.
Yo, man. And referee doing a good job of breaking him when he needs to. Eddie Cotton doing a good job.
Yeah.
I see Luke Duval,
former fighter himself.
Luke Duvers, he's imploring Galata to go in there, but he ain't the one. Oh, they're a good combination by Galata. He ain't the one taking the shots or giving shots. Galata's for him. Good right hand by Galata. See, what Galata's doing, he's pacing himself now. He's looking for one big shot. But you see, when you land or miss, it saps your energy. See, now he's not trying to throw little titty-tats. Galata, he's trying to measure his punches. But that's all Bo needs. You know, little gaps.
Yeah.
Good right hand cooked by Galata. Look, Bo's got it inside, tying up, leaning.
Yeah.
This is about a will. This is about wills over skills, man. Who wants it?
Yeah.
You think if it went all this way, you think Galata would win by this? Oh, he's cut. Galata's bad. That cut's bleeding again, man.
Got a couple of cuts.
That cut's bad, man. It's starting to gash. Was this Bo? I think this might have been Bo's last fight here, man. Because after this, I think he retired after this.
No, I don't think so. Let me have a look. Let me just be sure.
Bro, after this, bro, this is too much.
Yeah, it was hardcore. It was hardcore.
Yeah, man, this is too much, man. Loud boxing after this.
Marcus Road after this, and Billy Zomburn, and then finished on G. Pockle.
Yeah, and he only ever lost once. You see what I'm saying? It's like loud that. It's like loud that. Forget this shit, man. I'm out of here. Forget this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is why. Oh man, he said, forget. You can see him. He's like, yo, I don't need this shit, man. I'm gonna go eat. Because remember when he came to England, right?
Go to the kitchen. It's time to head to the kitchen.
I remember when he fought Herbie Hyde. He came in a big van, a big what's it? It was a what's it called again? A big bus.
Yeah.
And he had Kentucky Fried Chicken in there. Everything. He was eating at the thing, man. And he fought Herbie Hyde, yeah. And I was like, yo, this guy's out of shape, bro. He busted up Herbie Hyde. Same way. He was way out of shape, but in heavyweight there's a certain weight, and he still beat down Herbie Hyde. And Herbie Hyde could punch the Dartson Destroyer. That day I was like, this guy's he's a freak, man. He's a freak.
He was good. He was damn good. He got to him in the end, though. That ill discipline got to him in the end. That was his downfall.
Well, the thing is, he only ever lost one fight, man.
He only lost one fight, but come on, we can't overlook the fact that Lennox, he ducked Lennox, man. We can't overlook that.
Hey, listen, we covered that. We covered that already. But what I'm saying is that only lost once. Vander Holyfield undefeated backwards and forwards. Listen, listen. There's a lot of guys that Mike Tyson could have fought he never fought Ray Mercer. He never fought. Mike Tyson never fought Riddick Bowe. That's why I said Vander Holyfield is the real deal. He fought everyone. He fought everyone. Larry Holmes, George Foreman.
But Lennox. Oh, he did fight.
Lennox fought him. Lennox is a problem anyway. It's a problem. That's why Lennox is great. They're all great. It's just that you wanted to see these fights. You want to see the best fight. You want to see the best. Yeah, like Riddick Bowe and Mike Tyson are from Brownsville, so. You know what I mean? That's like Mike Tyson's little brother. So he said they didn't want to fight. And then Riddick Bowe was going to fight George Foreman. That never happened as well. I want to see that. And I want to see Riddick Bowe versus Larry Holmes. I wouldn't want to see that. I wanted to see that. There's loads of fights that.
Boom. Some big shots going in here. Yeah, I hear you.
Yo, Bowe looks unstable, man. He looks unstable. If you think a couple of combinations from Galata's just punching the same speed. He ain't putting no velocity on his punches. Oh, good punch by Bowe. Rocks him back. Rocks Galata back, man. Yo, old-fashioned slugfest, man.
It's a slugfest now. I'll agree with that now. That's what it's evolved into. It has evolved into a slugfest. It was an artful slugfest at first, but now what round is this now? Let me check.
Bowe's pouring it on, man.
It's round 9.
Both pouring it on, man. He's been seeing these rounds already. Oh, he's rolling. See, he rolled that right hand as well from thing. He read it good, man.
Yeah, he's riding shots.
See, people talk about the Philly shell, but you look what he's both doing. He rides shots. He's riding shots. Even though his body looks thin, he's catching some, and then he slips some, high guard some, ties him up. Shush.
Damn.
Uppercut. He's got really good uppercuts as well. One of Bowe's best punches is the right uppercut. Really good.
Damn. So he's down. He's down for a low blow. And the referee waves it off.
Waves it off. Yeah.
Referee waves it off in the 9th round. Was this the 9th round? I think this was the 9th round. Referee waves it off.
Deliberate, man. It's deliberate. Bowe would still fight on, That referee said, nah, it's too much. It's true. I mean, I think that's what happened in the first fight, if I recall.
Yeah. James.
Yeah.
Your observations.
I think it's a shame, really, because the fight should have been waved off ages ago for Galata's to win it,
Yeah. You mean Bowe should have been stopped?
Yeah, that's the one. I did it the wrong way around. But I think if it was nowadays, I think Galata would have won a few rounds ago.
Yeah. EJ, if it was nowadays, Galata would have won a few rounds.
I don't think so, because again, Galata is the up and coming guy, and Riddick Bowe's the established champion. And in America, they like to give the champion the benefit of the doubt. They wouldn't Bowe that, but he'd have to put him down and look like Bowe's not gonna get up, like he's laying on the canvas now for that fight to be stopped. You got to remember, people pay money. Bowe has a big fan base in there. Understandably, look like Galata was winning on points, but it looked to me it's like he's run out of ideas, and it's like, I can't get this guy down. I'm just gonna hit him low. And that's what it looked like. That's what a lot of people think. And that's why, look, actually, be fair, Riddick Bowe hit him low first. Though.
Yeah, just hit him
one, but he gave back 2 shots. The thing is, that was deliberate, though. You know what I mean? That right there was deliberate. I don't think the fight would have been stopped, like, in this day and age, because, again, you want the fight to go. That's American. They like these fights to go this way. They want to
Well, you know that was triple. That was a triple blow to the jewels. That was a triple blow to the jewels. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, look, one. If he landed one, maybe, but he's still playing. So look, he didn't even care either. So he wanted. It seemed to me he ran out of ideas, and then maybe. And this is the thing about what's his name, Galata. When they got hot for him, he didn't want to be there, man. This is. See, the thing about a fighter is the temperament of a fighter to stay in stuff that you're not hot. Even though he was winning, he knew that at some point he was probably gonna collapse, man. I'm telling you, and he didn't want to do it. He didn't want it. A lot of Polish people came out to see him, and I don't think he wanted to get him back. Even though Bo looked like they damaged and embarrassed and then faded, that's what made it even more frustrating that he couldn't get him out of there, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Look at him. He ain't upset about the decision. He's like, oh yeah. Look at it. Is that a man complaining about what happened? I mean, the first fight, why
is Bo lying down still?
Because he's still messed up from the first fight, and now the second fight he got the same thing. That's it, man. Oh. You got no sympathy for Bo. You got no sympathy for Bo in regards to the Lennox Lewis situation.
Yeah, the Lennox Lewis situation, it ruined it.
But in England, I understand. In England, it blurred the situation, but in totality, I have to look at the guy's career, and I think the guy had a good career. It's just that it would have been nice if Lennox Lewis would have fought. It would have been nice if him and Lennox would have fought. It would have been nice. That would have been epic fight. Yeah, I think he could have beat Lewis. Like I said, I think he could have beat Lewis. I think he could have beat Lewis.
Hell no.
Yeah. I think so.
Lennox is just too much of a. He's too Spartan. He was too much of a Spartan.
Well, Bruno was beating him for 6 rounds, and Oliver Cool knocked them down. And I think he would have done better than them guys. So
that's an interesting argument.
And another thing as well, I think they would have fought like 3 times. So I think Riddick Bowe might win 1, and Lennox might win the last 2. That's what I feel, because Lennox would have adjusted. If Lennox Lewis coming in with Emmanuel Stewart, see, this is what I'm saying. A lot of trainers underestimate. If he comes in with Emmanuel Stewart and Riddick Bowe, that Lennox Lewis is not losing to Riddick Bowe. But the Lennox Lewis we're talking about at the time, he wasn't with Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel Stewart came after the loss, right? So then you're talking that one against Riddick Bowe with Eddie Fudge. No, he's not going to lose. That's why I believe. I don't think he's losing that fight there. But when Emmanuel Stewart came on board after the loss against Oliver McCall, and he went with him, that Lennox Lewis was vicious, because he made him settled. He made him do what he needed to do, and he just made him good. He made him so much better. Lennox Lewis agreed. He wasn't moving so much. His chin was up in the air, and Riddick Bowe was the complete fighter. Like I said, Eddie Fudge took him the rolling show, rolled in inside, uppercuts underneath, and overhand rights that Lennox Lewis was susceptible at the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion. It would have been a great fight backwards and forwards. But us in England, we still give Riddick Bowe that stain. So I understand Rafi's point of view. But that was a good fight, Rafi. That was a great fight that you picked.
That was a great fight. James.
Yeah, it was a really good fight. Exciting to watch, but spoiled by the ending, I think, though.
Spoiled by the referee? You think it was spoiled by the referee?
No, spoiled by Galata doing the
triple.
The
triple wedding tackle. The triple wedding tackle attack. The triple wedding tackle attack. So people going for the family jewels now. People going for the family jewels. OMG. And you know what, EJ, you know what, James? I think we just about wrap this shizzle up. The Rafi hasn't had dinner. That's a lie. I just remembered I had some rice and chicken. But somehow, the Rafi is peckish. And it's been 2 hours. And Rafi's going to have a late night snack. I think there's some chicken left that's in the fridge and it's calling me. There's some chicken in the fridge and it's got my name written all over it. And I think I'm going to accompany that with some salad, EJ. That's going to go down with some salad.
Chicken. That sounds late night eating. Not good for you, Rafi. It might hold some weight, but
it's not good. It's not good.
Nah, it's not good.
It's a better choice than some bad other choices out there.
Well, you know what you could have? You could have if you had watermelon in it, you could add watermelon. That would have filled you up, and then you wouldn't have put on weight. But eating this time, it's just gonna hold weight until the morning.
Well, you know, the chicken is very lean. The chicken's lean and it's grilled, and I think it's a really good choice. If you're gonna eat late, I say go with chicken and salad. That's my recommendation for late
Oh, you
night.
know what? If that salad is good. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Rafi, one more thing.
Yeah.
The video is unlisted, the one you put in there, so it's not there, so anyone could see it. So I pressed on it, so yeah, it's unlisted.
It's unlisted, but you can still see it though.
No, I can't see it. No.
You can't see it.
No. He said it's unavailable. It's unavailable, so you can't see it.
Even though you've got the link.
Yeah. I pressed the link and it won't. Only you can see it. I can't see it because it's unavailable for anyone. Now, when you unlist it, only you can see it. No one else can see it. So.
Okay, so let me go. Let me put that as private then. So the link should work now.
If it's on private, then definitely I can't see it as well. It needs to be.
If it's private, but you've got the link, then you should be able to see it.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying, because you can put it private, right, on your thing, only you can see it. I can't. On your channel, you can see it. Anyone else trying to view it can't see it. The only way is unlisted.
Even though you've got the link.
Yeah. I know because that's a video that you only can see. No one else can see it. You have to make it public, and then everyone can see it. If you don't want to make it public,
that ain't right. If it's unlisted, but I send you the link, you can still see it.
No, I can't. I'm pressing it. It says unavailable.
Okay, so press it now.
Okay, 1 second. Press it now. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. I just done that for a minute. Yeah, it says unavailable. Let me try again. Refresh that.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's unavailable still.
Pure protein, the white meat, pure protein, AJ. White meat is pure protein, man. You can have that any time of day.
Yeah. So it's still unavailable. Yeah, still
okay. Okay. So what I'll do is now I'm gonna make that available I'm gonna make it available, and I'm gonna pick the link. I'm gonna make it public. I'm gonna make it public.
Yeah, public.
And
for a couple of hours, and that's it.
And once you're in. So it's gonna be available for 1 hour.
But well, how long is the skirmish? How long is it?
2 hours 35. No, once you're playing it, it's not gonna cut out.
No. If I'm playing it and you unlist it again, then it'll go off again while you're watching it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it up for 1 hour and 50 minutes. So that's
2 hours. Yeah? You're funny. Why even bother? Just leave it to the morning. Just leave it to the morning and done, bro. Like
I'm gonna
leave it to the morning.
I'm gonna leave it up. I don't want everybody to see it because I don't want people to think I'm rubbing salt in the guy. That's why I send it unlisted.
Well, hey, listen, it's
I'll leave it up there. I'll leave it up there for a couple hours. That's enough time for everybody to see it. Let me put the link to that thing in the chat.
But if you're putting in the chat, that means everyone's gonna.
well, I can't do it for you and not do it for other people. I gotta do it for everybody.
That's what I'm saying, Rafi. So you might leave the thing up. Leave the thing, man, Rafi. Let me see. No, still not.
Leave it for everybody. So let me up. What?
Let me. Have you freed it up yet? Have you freed it up?
Of course, I freed it up, man. I freed it up. It says public.
Oh, let me try it because it's okay. 1 minute. Let me try again. If you put in the chat, let me try again because it says unavailable. Let me try again. Let me try again on my phone again. Let me try again because that's entertainment. That'll send me to sleep nicely, you know.
Are you in? Are you in?
No, 1 second. Let me find out. Okay, there's the link. Press that. 1 second. Oh yeah, I'm in.
Okay, yeah. There you go. Boom.
2 hours. 2 hours. Is that 2 hours? YouTube and emotion. You're funny, you know. Yo, Rafi, that's 3 hours, though. There's 2 hours and 35.
Just look at just go to the timestamp. Scroll down. Look in the comment section. You're gonna see a number, a figure, which is the timestamp. Press that timestamp, and it'll take you to the beginning of when he gets in the chat because he was like 40 minutes waiting for it. So that'll take you to the beginning of the skirmish. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll forward it up. Okay. I got you now.
Okay. So we've chopped it up over here. It's been boxing talk and classic fight review. And I was joined today by James and EJ. So first of all, James, let's get your final words on this thing. First of all, it's good to see you back.
Yep.
And let's have your final word, James.
So it's good to be back. It's good as always. I like seeing these old fights. I think I've tuned in a couple of times, because I'm not well versed in all the older fights. So for me, it's the first time. So
yeah,
I get to experience it firsthand. I don't know what's going to be the outcome is. I don't know anything. So they're quite good in that respect. So yeah, it's real good. So I hope to join you again, another one maybe.
Yes. Good to see that James is alive. We're worried that he's got something now with the COVID. Thought we were gonna never hear from James again. We didn't even have a forward address for the flowers, but he's alive, folks. He's alive. I'll refund. I'll refund my people their money they chipped in. We won't be needing that. James is alive. So, James, good to hear from you, my friend. Take care.
As always.
Be safe out there and see you again.
And see you later.
Right.
Yeah. And see you EJ as well. Bye-bye.
Yeah, take care. Take care, bro.
And so that was James. And then there were two. Myself and EJ boxing. EJ, it was good of you to jump on this evening to chop it up, and it was a good one.
Absolutely. Now the first old school fight that I covered with you. Obviously, your memories come back of Lennox Lewis not getting the belt, Riddick Bowe putting it in the bin, and to be fair, a lot of UK fans watching it like the idea that Riddick Bowe was getting hit low in the blow because the situation with Lennox Lewis. So I can understand that. But at the same time, Lennox Lewis has said some outlandish stuff about Andy Joshua, and he says some stuff about Frank Bruno, saying he was he's Uncle Tom. So it's like goes round and roundabouts. You can be for someone, and the same person you're for could go against someone else, and it's all a part of life, a full circle of how things are. Lennox Lewis was like Andy Joshua, the Olympic gold medalist, champion, and now he's a Hall of Famer. Andy Joshua was trying to be what Lennox Lewis is, and they criticism back there. But in talk about the fight between Galata and Thing, that was a historical fight in a time where Galata needed people wanting him badly to overcome Riddick Bowe, but Riddick Bowe hanged in there. He had that was the last stand of a great champion who didn't really maximize his career as he should have. And, he was still in the fight, man. He was showing some stuff. He's still in the fight. If it went to the cards, it looked like it was going to go that way, but it didn't do. And the ending was the ending. Galata ran out of ideas, hit low blows, and got himself out of the fight like he did in the first one. He didn't have what it take mentally to get to the stay the course. And because before then, he just probably knocked out every opponent. After that, he got knocked out by Lennox Lewis quicker than that. And then he got knocked out by, Mike Tyson flew him up, busted him up as well. That was a good fight as well. I enjoyed that one. You know what I mean? So that's a shame on his career. But Riddick Bowe, it definitely, the whole situation, Lennox Lewis. But in America, they weren't really bothered, because he gave them in America one of the greatest fights they've ever seen. Riddick Bowe, Van der Holyfield. A lot of Americans sit back and watch that fight time and time again. Not necessarily in the UK, over here, but that fight there for Americans was it, man. That was it, man. You know what I mean? They loved that fight. Bad. The 3 trilogies, that's what they are about. So end of the day, it was a great pick for you, Rafi. Really enjoyed coming over, talking about boxing media and other people. EJ Boxer Live, you don't know, you can sub to my channel. Someone asked in the chat, my friend, what's his name again? He asked in the chat, why live streaming? I've been busy in this covert thing. I realized that being on social media takes away from my other tasks. So what I've been doing, I'm putting energy into stuff like more in domestic work and things that I feel are needed. So that's why my energy's there. So I occasionally will talk on the chat or come on someone else's program. But in terms of topics and stuff that I feel I need to cover, if it ain't that big, then I don't think it needs to be covered. I just see Eddie Hearn has come out and put a list of fights, Dillian White fighting Povetkin and all the other fights coming up. in August, and I'll be back when that happens. Definitely, I'll be back live streaming, covering them fights by Matchroom, and it's going to be happening also in the Matchroom headquarters in Essex. So I'm definitely going to be covering them fights there. Also, the Joe Joyce fight versus Daniel Dubois, I'll be covering them fights though. So that's the only reason. There's no point talking boxing if you ain't got nothing to cover, and that's the only reason why I haven't been on social media. Will make my own channel. But Raph, really appreciate you coming over. Thanks for everyone in the chat, and I'll definitely see you soon.
100%. That was EJ Boxing joining us live, and yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. Yeah, anybody wants to know what's going on over here, Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio, just check the content. Check the ballistics. Check the content. It's there for you. It's there for you. Okay. And so it was another good one. We haven't had a boxing. We haven't had a what do you call it? It's not that one. It's this one. We haven't had a boxing talk and classic fight review for a few weeks. It was about time. It made a return. This is the return. And yeah. Thank you to EJ Boxing Live. Go check him out. And thank you to James for jumping on with us. What else is there? OMG. Okay. So it's been a good one. Hope you enjoyed it. Look out for the live shows. Look out for the videos. Share the ones you like on all social media platforms. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And what else is there to say? Nothing really. What else is there to say? Nothing really. Other than blessed.